I know me a laughing a bit. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, route town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to the law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Today is the 16th of December, 2025, and we're happy to be here. We're 9 days away from Christmas. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, we're 9 days away from Christmas. And then, of course, right after that, 5 days or so, we're into a new year already. Some things we're going to have to leave in 2025. Some things we're going to have to leave. Oh, no, so when I see me start the live, I can't stop laugh because things are about to hit the fan. Okay? Boy. So, yeah, some things we have to go left in that 2025, friend. So start making a list of things that you plan to leave in 2025 and leave them there. All right? John Noah. Big Mouth Shabba says, yesterday was my Earth Strong. Well, Big Mouth Shabba, big up yourself. Happy birthday to you. Manners and respect and all these things, and I hope you celebrate it like you never celebrated before. You know what I mean? I don't know. Due to how the live set up this morning and the topics I'm about to get into, I don't really feel like I want to sing happy birthday to no man. Matter of fact, I don't feel like I want to sing to no man at all. At all. If it was a woman now, I say happy birthday to you. But we don't feel like we want to sing to no man at all. We're going into uncharted territories this morning. Listen, happy belated birthday, brother. Enjoy your birthday, manners and respect, right? Shout out to the people tuning in this morning. I appreciate you being here. All my green name people, big up yourself. You don't know it's your chat. It's your chat room. We're only giving away one day. And since we didn't go live yesterday, because you know that go already, real life takes precedence. Everybody knows now wifey is having a baby, and we're pretty close to the baby being here. And I just didn't want her going to the appointment by herself. I think it's important for, just like me try to stand on my words. You know what I mean? I think when a woman is having her baby or babies, the man will get her pregnant and big up her belly. He should be there for the whole walk. He should be there for the whole walk. Him should have done the doctor's appointments, the checkups, the belly need rubbed down, all them something there. He should be there. Delivery, all that other stuff. So I'm trying my best to not miss out on any of it as much as I can, especially in this late stage now. So I have to take myself yesterday, and that's why we did the video the way we did it yesterday. But I was there and I watched over 800 and something people was there looking at and listening to what I said about melanine. I learned a big lesson also, you know. I already know that though. Don't wish things for others you wouldn't wish for yourself. I actually remember when Melanine said that Vybz Kartel for stay in a prison and if you lock him up in there and throw away the key and things like those. So it's funny how, remember how I said to y'all, I've been on earth long enough where I've seen life make people who laugh after other people's situation end up boot in them same shoes there. It happened to me before. So I know karma and I know that karma works. I'm super conscious of karma. That's why I speak the way I do. That's why I move the way I do. You know what I mean? I'm not throw dude upon nobody because I know nobody throw shit back upon me. I saw it go in our real life. What we're going to talk about this morning, though, is going to take off in a whole nother stratosphere. I told y'all before I have vested interest in this. On the don't know, I spent the last decade championing for the release of Vybz Kartel from prison. And I was also very much an advocate as far as helping to keep his name out here because I was like, yo, man, I'm a big Kartel fan, as in his music and as in him being a businessman and all these things. And I saw his case. I studied his case, not just one of the people them who listen to what other people are saying about stuff. I sit and I read. I follow through reading and understanding. And what I didn't understand, I went to the law library and looked it up so I understood it like a lawyer would understand it. That way I was speaking from a place, an educated place, not just going around. Who said what? Who said, yeah, man, I so and so said this on him channel, said so and so. I don't do those kind of conversations. So I did that for all them years. And in my mind, I was being very much instrumental in humanizing him because they had demonized him. And I feel like once you're demonized, then you're crucified, which is the way they normally do it. Then the crowd, the popular crowd, wants to see you crucified because they have every reason to want to see you crucified because you've been demonized. Yeah, the first thing, you can't crucify good people, you know. The first thing you have to do is make the good person demonized. And once they're demonized, everybody see them as old demon. Then yes, get rid of him. That's why there was that talk out there. Yeah, keep him in there. Is him mash up the school system and have all the school youth them and do this, that, and the other. Is him tell the youth them to carry gun and blah, blah, blah. Keep him in there. A lot of people would say, right? When in truth and in fact it wasn't so. So I've kept a close eye on the whole movement the whole time, including all the people who were involved in it. Brings us to why I'm so invested in what happened between Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, and Sikka Rymes. This is part 2. And I remember when we were going through the interview that Sikka Rymes had done recently in Jamaica. Well, he's not in Jamaica, but he did it with the Star. And when he did that interview, I was going through it, and his ex-wife called in. Remember that? All right. A lot of stuff was being said by his ex-wife. Let me clear the way first for where we are going with this morning. A lot of stuff was being said by his ex-wife. A lot of ghastly things were said. A lot of accusations were made. A lot of people have contacted me behind the scenes since. Some of them not good, right? Like, I am so disappointed in you. I can't believe that you use your platform to entertain that BS, to let that woman get up there and lie on your fellow Jamaican like that. And I want to make it clear that I don't know her. I hadn't spoken to her until everybody saw when she was speaking on here. And I am a fair and balanced individual. So there was no motive behind this for me. I was already invested in finding out why the hell Kartel them stopped talk to Sikka Rymes. That was bugging me, right? Because I'm thinking, is he that disloyal? Like somebody that held you down when you didn't even think freedom was coming? Like, are you that disloyal? I don't think so. Something else I go on. This is my personal interest, right? Figure find out. Of course, we mentioned the ex-wife and things what did I go on, and next thing you know, she appeared. You call her name, she appeared, and the things that she had to say. There were people who are contacting me behind the scenes saying, lie the girl I tell. And if she did not tell the truth, she would have shown you proof. I have more reason to believe her now than ever before. I'm put it to you like that. I don't know if she's watching us today, but whatever little proof you've shown me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever proof you've sent me so far, my friend, I'm still not going to just release the proof to the public like that. I think I have enough audience members here to say, if SouFLoTV said him see it, then him see it. Because I'm that type of person. If I say I seen it, I've seen it. If I say I have copies of it, I have copies of it. If I say I don't want to show you yet, I don't want to show you yet. But you best believe I'm not the type to say I seen it and I have copies of it when I don't, because I don't want nobody ring me up in a no lawsuit later and I can't pull it out and say, hey, it's right here. I told you I have it, right? So please understand when me I talk, so me I back myself up from all angles as well. Let's put it like this before we get into anything else. A lot of you are behind. You probably didn't see the first part of this, so I'm going to go through the interview again that was being done with the star and then segue into what I have found out. I honestly believe that I know now why Vybz Kartel cut ties with Sikka Rymes. I believe I know now. And just to be clear and transparent, I reached out to a person that I know as Sikka Rymes' cousin. I sent a message this morning before this live, and I also reached out to Sikka Rymes as well, and I make him know, say, hey, I'm doing a part 2 to this, and you know, you have every right to call in, explain yourself if you feel like you need to, debunk some of the stuff that's being said about you if you feel like you need to, or if you feel like you don't want to, then you don't want to. But please know that this platform is open to you too. Because somebody else that contacted me said, I hears me know Sikka, all the girl they talk about is beer lie she tell, because Sikka is not like that. And you are biased. You look like you like the white girl because you make sure you use your platform and say all these things, but you never give Sikka a chance to come say all these things where him want to say, hey, I'm letting y'all know on air, not behind the scenes, like I let that person know. Sikka has every right to come here and say what I want to say. My number is 1806. Matter of fact, let me pin the number up top before we get the shenanigans started. It's 1-806-587-8953, and you can call in using WhatsApp. It's free, and I'm gonna pin that at the top of the chat, so nobody can say I didn't have the number, him not answering phone, him the one we call in. It is pinned at the top of the chat right now. It is pinned at the top of the chat right now. I laugh the whole time because I discuss everything with wifey. So what I know, she knows. I'm telling you that right now. What I know, she knows. And I just couldn't stop laughing because we're here talking it through. We just can't stop laughing. Sikka Rymes has some explaining to do, bro. If you want to explain to me behind the scenes before you explain to people, if you feel that's what you need to do, then go ahead. But the reason why I do it this way is because obviously you didn't want to talk to me behind the scenes, right? Come here, chat to you behind the scenes and you're not telling me nothing. I'm here ask question and you stall me and I tell me about, I don't know, you will see. Then you're going to big interview with Star. That means you're not rate my thing then. You're not going to tell me, you're going to tell them. All right. Well, I think you wanted to tell your version and you have every right to tell your version. Yeah. That's how we're there with it. Talking to this sister, this woman, this ex of his, speaking to her or communicating with her, the type of proof that she sent me. Let me tell my audience like this. The type of proof what she sent me, you see, when me discuss it with wifey, wifey was like, I would need a divorce right away. Like, there's no way to get past. That is what it is. That is what it is. Y'all can go back and watch the video of all the stuff that was said. I don't think this woman's lying. I don't think she's lying. You know, the platform is open for people to speak, right? But everybody who follows me knows I'm the type of person who's going to ask for proof. If y'all remember the brother who he was down and out on his luck because him woman bring man going to him house, and next thing you know, she got him kicked out and he was in the streets. And then she tried to soil his reputation using the police, saying that, you know, him did not try molest off our daughter or some other stuff like that. And then we got wind of and hold of it. We were talking to him and I said, yo, that's a messed up story. And a lot of you jumped on the line and were like, we need to help this brother out because he in the streets, right? And I said, hold up. before we start doing all that, because last thing I want is my name get caught up in SouFLoTV have him audience over here or send money go give one pedophile so the pedophile can get somewhere to live, right? Because there are certain things where you just draw the line where if that you're in a, we not in a you, like that's that, right? Went, talked to him behind the scenes. He showed me everything, all his paperwork. This brother showed me more than what I asked for. He even sent videos which had children in them, which I can't show to you because they're his children. You know, when fight broke in a house with 2 adults in there and the baby them caught in the middle and everything. I'm sitting here watching all of his stuff. So he backed up everything he said with proof. That's why I came back and I said, yo, matter of fact, he's running across my mind today as the whole Christmas season. And if he's out there, me know Sam can use another round of donations. So I look out for people like that. People who've been done wrong purposely. So I'm not the type of person to just be like, oh, I take your story and now I'm going to try to get you help. You're going to have to send me some proof. He sent me legitimate court papers with everything. And he sent me videos with everything. I'm able to sit and watch them argue and it get heated and out of control and to pick me in the middle and everything. And, you know, it was cringy to watch, but I had to make sure that credibility was there. So take my word for it when me telling us, I don't think this lady right here is lying. I pinned her comment to the screen just now before me move it because I think she's here. It says he can't tell you nothing because I have enough evidence. So he knows he can't lie. And now that you've said that, and I've seen what I've seen, and I also told her just this morning. I don't know if you saw the message yet because I just sent it out before I started this live. You know, you said you have a lot more stuff you could send, but it's just too much and too long. Well, Google has a way where you send it through your Gmail. You can send big files. So don't think anything is too much and too long. No want all the proof I can get. You understand? Disclaimer. On this channel, the views and comments of the viewers are theirs and theirs alone. It's not necessarily that of the host. Capiche? And I appreciate that. Exactly. Because that's my disclaimer right there. All right. Sikka got a lot of explaining to do, bro. Fam. he got a lot of explaining to do. I want to start back by going back through this though. So Sikka Rymes has a video out. And the video is called I Know. This is what sparked my interest. The video is called I Know. I sat and I watched the video because I was already invested. And from its start, it said them use you and throw you away. I know. No matter what you did do for them, I know, right? Your sister loyalty not gone away. I know. And he's like, there's a conversation piece in there where he's like, yeah, when them did lock up and them didn't need you, but now that them free, you know, and he's explaining he's like a walking stick. When the man sick and him need him walking stick is the closest thing to him, but when him get better and can stand on him own, him fling with the walking stick and the person say, are the same thing them do to your Sikka. Painting a picture that Vybz Kartel and Sean Storm are super disloyal and they use them when it was convenient for them, and then now them do him like this. Now this comes on the heel of Vybz Kartel. Basically, he hasn't answered Massacre, but of course, if you follow dancehall music, you know, Massacre is gunning for Vybz Kartel's crown. The person he really wanted war with is Vybz Kartel. But of course, Sean Storm has taken him on or thrown blows at him. But Tommy Lee Sparta is the one who is really in the trenches with him right now, with Massacre. But Massacre is using an angle where he's using all the people he thinks that Vybz Kartel has wronged, right? Like Lisa Hyper, Gaza Kim, and whoever else he can find. Like whoever else he can find. And Sikka name came up. And I was like, okay. And then boom, right when him dropped that, I Know drop. So I was like, that's another person who is basically confirming what Massacre is saying. Now, you know when it comes to Vybz Kartel and that legacy, I have great respect for it, right? Right. So I'm gonna look into it now because I'm like, I don't want it to be tarnished and I don't want this to be true. But if it's true, it's true. So of course I'm asking, what happened? One to you and Cartel. Why not talk no more? Y'all had big songs that could have. I mean, if y'all have not listened to Superman by Vybz Kartel and Sikka Rymes yet, there's a whole video to it. It's not just a song. You can go and watch it. I think that has, like I said before, over 30 million views on YouTube, right? It was going somewhere. And we were looking forward to them being free from prison, get out, jump on that right there, and everybody would have been shot off into the stratosphere, big stars. Well, that's what we were hoping. And then the relationship got fractured. And then we hear, I know. And then I'm like, damn, you that ungrateful? Or you that, like, you're not going to help take care of the man, like, you know, give him his just due, somebody who is that loyal. I don't like the fact that a picture was being painted when it's not that, what the picture is. I think I know exactly why them not link no more. But I can't say it. And I'm not going to say it until I get a go-ahead to say it, right? Former Gaza VP, Sikka Rymes, is keeping strong, right? This is what it said. There was a time when Sikka Rymes was referred to as the Gaza vice president, the person of importance next to the world boss himself, Vybz Kartel. And when Kartel was in prison, he said that he was Vybz' most loyal soldier, carrying his food for him and other items to him. But he revealed that the two have not spoken in years. I mean, he used to go count out the money to pay Isaac Buchanan, his attorney. If your family, mother, them call overseas for get money, I am the one. Me used to go check Shorty, Kartel's longtime spouse, for money to deal with things. In the Gaza camp, it's all about proving loyalty. I don't know what caused the rift, is what he said in his interview. And apparently he does know. He knows what caused the rift. The artist's journey has been seeing him. The artist's journey has seen him allegedly constantly harassed by police in Jamaica for being associated with Vybz Kartel movement, Gaza. He was shot up in 2019, barely made it. He survived, leaving Jamaica and his beloved family and ending up in prison overseas in the UK. See how they skip over that, right? Ended up in prison over in the UK. Remember I told y'all, I was like, I'm not hearing from Sikka no more. Me used to hear from him. Only to be told that SouFLo, him they are prison in the UK and beat up him girl. And that's why them lock him up. And I was like, stop making stuff up. And there he's like, the person was like, no, you soon find out. And then we found out and it was true, right? So he has been off the scene for a while and has remained silent. During the interview, he spoke in depth about his Gaza era and the death of his beloved mother, rest her soul, who always used his own song called Stay Strong to encourage him during his darkest days, and how he is paying tribute to her now. But he didn't talk much about his 15 months that he spent in detention in the UK. In HM prison in Wandsworth. I told you all I used to live in Wandsworth. And HM prison in Huntercombe. He was released on July 10th of 2024, 3 weeks before Vybz Kartel was released from prison doing a life sentence, and he got a break in his case at 13 years in. So right there, a dream was about to be realized because I was super excited. I'm over here like, yes, Sikka, they're England, Kartel, just come out. I'm sure I'm gonna make it to England somehow, and I'm married to them and reach there, or papers are gonna approve anywhere or whatever. When they get over there, they're gonna blow up the place, right? Superman everywhere, this, that, and the other. They got big songs together. That never happened. I'm realizing Kartel them made it to England and didn't even link him. Again, I ask, what happened? How come y'all don't talk? This time I don't know. I didn't know they hadn't been talking for years. Because he never tell me that. See? And I told y'all a little something went on behind the scenes that I should have known that that's what the pre was, but I asked and him say, yeah man, everything good. And then me go ask the big man himself, Kartel, and Kartel said, me don't know nothing about that SouFlo. His answer to me in that way told me there was a disconnect. But I wasn't reading too much into it, right? Because that was right before he came out. And honestly, right before Kartel came out, not too many people were believing he was going to come out, because it wasn't the first time we heard he was about to come out and then he never come out. The appeal is in and then it's undecided, it's not decided in his favor. He's coming out again and then it doesn't happen again. You know what I'm saying? So this time again, it was another thing around and we thought, it's not going to work. So people were out here doing, y'all read between my lines, people were out here doing what them I do because them did believe, say, the man never got touch road. So, a prisoner there. I mean, you only have so much pull from behind bars. You know? Me I do what me I do. Don't really need your approval. Wasn't expecting the release. And he got let out. He said that's for another interview anyways. And him said next time him do that, I'm going to get him an exclusive. So I'm waiting for the exclusive. The DJ who now goes by the name just Sikka, him take the rhymes off of his name. He said he's still full of rhymes and vibes. Busta Rhymes, Sikka Rymes. I'm putting something together here. I was told something will have to do with the rhymes and Busta Rhymes. And see, I can't even talk that now. I'll hold on to that too. We're going to do one part 3, trust me. The DJ who now goes by the name Sikka is still full of rhymes and vibes, and he's charming. He's a charming girls man who has no reason to push violence because he said, my smile too pretty to push violence. But ever since his track dropped on December 1st of 2025 here, the song is called I Know. And I tell you if you go listen to it, go watch a video and listen to it. Ever since I Know dropped, exactly 6 years after he was shot following a performance, fans are wondering why he has broken his silence now. Sikka quickly dismissed the single's diss track label. People are saying it's a diss track. Yeah, diss Kartel them, and yeah, diss Sean Storm, your cousin. He insists that he is fearlessly speaking his truth. He's not dissing anybody. He said he's clearing the air and he's dispelling rumors that he slept with Sean Storm's baby mother. Because that's one of the rumors we had out here. Them cut him off because him did not try have relations with Sean Storm woman, even though, and he was behind bars, and it got back to Sean Storm through the woman because she never wants Sikka. She got tell upon him, and Sean them cut him off. And Kartel, who is loyal to Sean Storm, of course, to a fault, would have cut him off too. He said that's not true. Or that he thinks he was shot because Kartel them set him up. He said also that's not true either. So for those of us who've been going around thinking, yo, Kartel them did set him up, make him almost lose his life, and that's why them not talk no more and all that, that's not how it went, or he doesn't believe that they had anything to do with it. But if you listen to I Know, please just go listen to I Know. Listen to the lyrics of I Know. Listen to the word intently, more different than how you would just listen to a song and vibe to a beat or a rhythm. Just listen to the words all the way to the end. First of all, he said, Sean Storm is not my cousin. And me and his baby mother are like brother and sister. He's not my cousin. Here we are thinking he was. The truth will always classify as a diss, he said. I know everybody like the truth, right? So sometimes when you tell the truth, people feel like I diss you or diss them, but I'm not dissing nobody, I'm just telling the truth. I'm talking my side of the story. I'm shining a light on the good that I have done that you are trying to erase from history, he said. He reasoned that everyone who gets shot 3 times would be paranoid. And he was paranoid. Maybe he was paranoid and he was the one that started the rumor. That is them shot him up. Cause him did paranoid. I don't know how the rumor got out there, but it was out there that is them shot him up. Or them orchestrated for him to get shot up, right? Let me talk like this. The rumors out there was that Vybz them orchestrated for Sikka Rymes to get shot up, to get ambushed, to get killed. And me don't know how that rumor they get out there. But that was the rumor that was circulating. Y'all never heard me say it here until now when we're dealing with this. Because I didn't want to be a part of spreading it. My whole life changed, he said, after I got shot. Fell into a depression. My family suffered. But fear like that, if I die tomorrow, I will know that I put up a right fight for people who are betrayed and standing up for the right, he said. He mentioned that he is living with insulin-dependent diabetes. Was she aware that he had diabetes to that level? Marie's message 411 TV. Big up yourself, Marie. There are people in the comments who are, because we are, and these people don't even subscribe. They just subscribed this morning just to come talk shit in the live, but that's okay. And so you just spread it though. The fuck, LOL. I can't spread what's in the national newspaper, friend. It's spread already. You're mad that I'm talking about it. Say that. Right? Mike? Hey, Mike. No weak fence, no over here. Hey, let me pause this for a second and say this, right? It's so many of these people on social media that them real bright, you know? They feel like they could say anything to me, you know? I don't know if because I try my best to be well-spoken or at times I am just so respectful and, you know? But the funny thing about it is they see me in real life. Them see me in a real life, in a flesh, and can't do a blood clot thing. And that's the part that I actually like. Yeah. Them see me in a real life, in a real flesh, and can't do nothing. None of them. But them love chat enough though. Right? Me speaking about something that is in the national friggin' news is not me spreading nothing. Is me discussing what has already gone viral. If you have a problem with me discussing what has gone viral, put it in a proper context. Be honest with yourself and say, me vex cause you talk about it. I mean, why you talk about it? That's all you have to say. Me vex cause you talk about it. I mean, why you talk about it. But you can't tell me say me I spread rumors. Rumors that's out there. They already took it to way bigger platforms than my little platform over here. So when me decide to know, okay, me I go talk about something, and I'm drawing from places where it's already published. Yeah, man, enough of them, they do a lot of this right here. Like, trust me, they see me. Them see me in a real life. And you know what's funny too? Another thing before I continue, I could tell when they are the people who see me in real life. I can't tell because I feel energy. I'm an energy person and I draw from energy real quick. I'm the kind of person, if I walk in a room, my energy click right away with say too much of who don't like you is in here, spin around and leave. Or I could pinpoint out the room right away. Even if them a smile, I could be like, yep, so one of them pussy there. See the next one there. Yo, what go on? You alright? Yeah, I'm still getting them the you alright? Yeah, man, you alright. And you could tell how they sizing you up. I'll give you a good example, right? Sideways a little bit. Me and wife go on movie premiere down in Miami. We went to the movie. I told the story before. We went to the movie premiere down in Miami, right? And when we get there, I could have carried my gun in there with me, you know. And something said, your people them there, you don't need it. Left it. Go on in. But remember, say, Miami, me grow up. So, I go enough party already, especially back in our day. The party used to get shoot up regular. You have to run regular. Now, of course, this is years later and I'm not drawing that kind of energy. But I still feel That way there. As soon as I hit the entrance to go in, it was like 4 dudes there. One of them said, SouFLo there, what go on SouFLo? And as soon as he said that, I said, me there, I'm G, what, everything good? I'm talking to him, but I'm looking this way. Me not have to turn my head this way if you look this way. Me see I burn out my head side, you know. A brother dressed in an all black. Him just stand up there and the way I stare upon me because people have said, what, I'm SouFLo, you're there. Me answer the people them, but I still see him over here, right? And I did one of these. Yeah, man, everything good, man. All right, and them dap you up and thing, you know, and you see wifey right there, so and them I say, hi, brains, blah, blah, blah. I go, so the man still a staring on. I go, so. You see, as me do that, me I tell you something, move different from all them boy. As soon as I did that, right, I'm lock him stare. Me left wifey right with spot she turn up. Whoo, beeline, right back outside. Load up, right back inside. Come on, say for that you're really about. Cause me come to support a movement, to watch a movie. I have my wife with me, and she pregnant. You can't give me them stare there. You can't give me them stare there. You can't make me feel afraid. You can't make me feel like my skin a crawl. You can't make no hair raise up on me. My power in a real life. They know that. They know that when they see me in person. Any one of them who see me in a person, they will say, yeah man, me not lie still. But it's something about him, I them or the way of him, my power in a real life. And we could do it in real life. Because I'm always ready to do it in a real life. So nobody make me feel power of my youth, because me and them. I'm not one of those other ones. I don't walk around looking for trouble. I don't instigate nothing. I peace preach. I preach peace, love, and prosperity, and productivity, and progress. But if you fucking touch mine, everybody run. Yeah, me not single out people, you know. Everybody run. I'm the kind of person where if I come at your party and I get touching at your party, you don't have a next party again. Your name as a promoter done. Your party done. Because every blood clot time you go to do a party, them are going to say, nope. Because remember what happened in last party, we not going there. Yeah, we're different from Uno. That's why a real warrior knows that in war, anybody can die. So if you're ready to go to, it's best for you to just push peace. Real warriors don't push war. Real warriors push peace. Because you know what war brings. You can dead too. God never stop make when they make yours. I know you alone can push violence. It's not you alone aggressive. I know you alone can go from 0 to 150 in blink of an eye. So push peace. But when it's time for war, be ready to go. That quick. See? So when I bring them kind of vibes that over here, so please don't come here, come think no weak fence there. Let me tell my audience why I'm speaking like this. Because I know some of you are like, this ain't even SouFLo. Why them have him out and off? Because they contacted me behind the scenes. And there's a concerted effort now to get me to stop speaking about Sikka Rymes. Ever since his ex-wife, Colleen, is a concerted effort now for getting me to stop talking about him. And I see 1 or 2 filtering through the comments, but they contacted me behind the scenes, right? I'm going to ask y'all this. If that woman is telling our side of the story, right? Why are y'all so upset that I'm speaking on it or on him? Why are you so upset so me speak on the situation? Because it's weird to me. It's weird to me. Okay, so honestly, I'm thinking there's a concerted effort going on. And just like she said in her accusations before, see, all y'all are doing is proving the woman right. Because in her accusations before, she said him and him family them. Remember the part of her story where she said his family knew what was going on, right? Them know say him did a use her. Them know say he would, like sometimes she would call and him other woman would have did it. And the other, remember, was it Denny Sparks? Remember Denny Sparks with our man at Westmoreland? And we were trying to paint a narrative and we said, Denny's, remember, I know, say, them woman here, them will stay there with the man and make him use you. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Okay. Dino? Is this Dino?
Who's this?
This is Anne. Before I send a picture out, I want to know it's you. I'm going to send you a picture. Is it okay to send it on this phone?
Yes.
All right, bye.
All right. All right. Mister, who is this? Because the person called me by my nickname. And not too many people know my nickname. But I guess everybody know my nickname now. Which I wasn't trying to hide it. It was a marker for me where when you use it, I know say you know people when me know. Like grassroots people that I know. You know what I mean? We're Jamaican. We have different names. So it's a marker for me. Like that's why I was like, who's this? But send out the picture that you're gonna send. Anyhow, once you know that name. Yeah, once she know that name, once anybody I wrote call me that name there, I sometimes I don't even turn around. I just be like, you definitely know Miss Ruby, Mas, Cleavy, them, my mother, that type of stuff. So that's the only way you would know that name. But since you put it out there, continue to do the work, SouFLo. Now back to what I'm saying about the Sikka Rymes thing. I wasn't in their relationship. Me as a man, as a grown man, have had relationship issues before where woman tell lie upon me. I mean, no, me never do it. And there are other things that I did do that I never go tell nobody nothing because I wasn't proud of what I did, but I was at fault. So now that I'm grown and past those stages, I know that man and woman relationship can go any which way, right? The woman could be saying some ghastly accusations and they could be absolutely true. She could be saying some ghastly accusations and they could be absolutely false. The guy could be saying a lie she'll tell upon me when he is exactly what she is speaking of and she's telling the truth. You weren't in their relationship, so you can't bury yourself in their relationship as if it was yours. However, when you ask for proof and proof is presented, you go off of the proof that is presented and you keep it moving. Now I'm offering the other side. Hey, the floor open to you just like it was open to her. My email is open to you just like it was open to her. Use the same email, use this same platform right here, this same number right here. Get in touch. So I have to say all that. I like to keep it transparent. That way nobody is saying, oh, my tech sides. So I'm speaking from what truth has revealed itself to me so far in this. Now, he said that after getting the hit song Superman, which is with Vybz Kartel, it was challenging for him to take his career to the next level because he had become a target. Man, they want to kill him now. To get to him, they get to me. That's what he said. To get to Kartel, they got to him instead. In other words, he must say, man out the road, whether you want to kill Vybz Kartel, then you want to get to him, but them couldn't get to him. So the next person best to get to him is who is closest to him, because you are carrying them food, go get them. Is you in touch with them, you doing all them back and forth for them, because them lock up. So we're going to cripple you, and that's how he got shot up. He said, when I was harassed, it's because I went to visit him. He used to take a whole heap of disrespect with the brown bag, trying to get the food to him and whatever else they asked for. The videos are there. But I know I was doing the right thing at the time, he said. I felt good when they came out of prison, and I had the same feeling like when I was in Waterford jumping on the Gaza. He insisted that he is not bitter at all that they stopped talking to him, and I'm ready to move past this and focus on his music career, which is in a great place right now. He recently signed a deal through Virgin/Radar Live. And according to his team, he is positioned now for a global digital impact across the Caribbean, Africa, Asia, the USA, with UK serving as home stage for his live resurgence. His album, Still Strong, is set for release January 9th of 2026. You see that piece of information last, because I remember the last time we did this, I had to cut it early, right? Because the people arrived at the house and was ringing the bell, and I told you I gotta go, and we cut it right there. I didn't want, anytime I do anybody's story, I never want people to go away feeling like I gutted their story and I took out just the salacious parts of it, but the parts that could actually help them, I hid those. Because quite honestly, if you watch the show every morning, I've never spoken about you until now. So you're obviously not somebody who, oh, he needs material, so he had to talk about you today. This is of my interest, yes. But, so this is where we had cut it off the last time, right where it said, he said that after getting the big song Superman, which I said has over 30 million views on YouTube right now, after getting that big song from Vybz Kartel, he said it was challenging for him to take the career to the next level because things started happening like, a gunshot a fly, man, if you run and hide and try to be safe kind of thing, because they were targeting him because he was in touch with Vybz Kartel. So he was harassed constantly and all that, and the videos are there, but he wanted everybody to know that he recently signed a record deal through Virgin Radar. This is things that people are usually proud of, and that his team says he is positioned to make global digital impact across the Caribbean, Africa, Asia, US, with the UK serving as home base for his live resurgence. All right, and that he has an album that is coming out, and his album is due January 9th of 2026. So we get all that out there. In other words, then, while you're taking out the salacious details of my story for conversation's sake, at least give me some promo upon the project then when we have a road as well, which is what I do, right? Right. His choice. No one forced him, and he got paid. No, he wanna complain. I think what he's complaining about is the fact that they don't speak to him. I think it's the fact that they don't speak to him is what he's complaining about. Because, let me give you an example, right? You see Black Rhino? Before Vybz Kartel came out, Black Rhino was there. Of course, when we who know Rhino see Rhino, we're like, yeah, like, see that, yeah, like bike back and all them something there. We're like, I want a Kartel artist, them that Gaza artist. But honestly, enough people was like, Rhino pop them. Like, not one film career kind of thing. That's how I hear people talking, right? That's before Kartel came out. So when Kartel came out now and then got US visa, and then we heard he was going to do Barclays, of course. Y'all remember when I said the list of names and I said, I want to see Vybz Kartel, whatever beef them have, I want to see the beef squash, and I want to see them get back together as a unit. I want to see, and Rhino was there. I'm going to say, if I'm going to do Barclays, it would be super huge for him to have Rhino come out on the Barclays show there. Rhino stocks would rise like way up. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. He came out and get US visa, and fly to the US, and link with Black Rhino. When they were doing this, they squashed their beef. He has had Rhino on multiple big shows now. Rhino never performed in front of no crowd big like that before. So it was the strength of Vybz Kartel why him get that back. And now, and I sit back and observe. I watch over the years, Black Rhino put out him music, and I don't see not one of them vlogger here do a review upon any of his songs or anything like that. One time, Rhino put out a song with Shano. I was the only vlogger that did a review on it. And I reviewed music that I like, not because him is who. So I did a review upon it, and then we did hear Shano say, something like, none of them vlogger, you know, do no review on the song and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn. So you mean to tell me, say, the only person who do review on it, you not see him. But yeah, because none of the vlogger them not do no review on it, right? And we went from there talking. And me and make Ryan know, say, yo, me do, you know, talk to him behind the scenes and thing. I make him know, yo, I did a review on it. How come him not say nothing? He must say, none of the vlogger them not do no review on it. And Shano himself reach out. And Shano apologize. Big up Shano any which part him there. And Shano say, yo, I see him, never see it. Right? I'm big up for that. And all them kind of something there. He just didn't see it when I did it. But yeah, man do the music, and music is what they're known for and they want to be known for. But if anything happens to them, if them go broke, if them book them toe out a road and fall down, anything, it make headline, and all of us as vloggers, who they call vloggers, run with it to make headlines of their downfalls. But anytime they're trying to uplift themselves through the music, because it's music they do, feed their family through the music, none of us ever give them a strength. And I watch over the years, nobody give Rhino a strength like that over the years. Now that Kartel out, and now that him in a Kartel circle and Kartel will bring him on them big show here, all of a sudden, Rhino drop song, Rhino music reaction video, Rhino review. That's just how it goes. So I was hoping the same thing would happen for Sikka Rymes. And if they were in good graces, that's exactly what happened for Sikka Rymes. Superman would be huge right now. Superman is a song with Sikka Rymes, even if him not have Kartel there, him can book show dates in the UK and other places and collect money and go perform, and he would be known just for that, because every time Vybz Kartel come to the UK's you him link up with, oh man, that I don't know if y'all understand how this translates into your stocks rising, into your popularity and your fame, which equals your dollars and your cents and everything else. People can't call you broke again. You know what I mean? And it never happened. And I was super disappointed that it didn't happen. So by me trying to talk to him, trying to figure out what the hell happened, and him not stall me out and not tell me nothing, but him run go to big interview and I tell them stuff, but not tell them straight story. And then his ex-wife come on here and straighten fair side of the story. When I can't mad with me, fam. I'm just here for this part of it. But I'm gonna say this to Sikka. Sikka, what she told me behind the scenes, I'm not bringing it to the front page yet. She's here. What she told me, what she showed me behind the scenes, the proof, you got a lot of explaining to do, my boy. You got a lot of fucking explaining to do. You way out of pocket. Yeah, you're way out of pocket. And I go as far as saying this. You have to clean up your life, bro. You have to clean up your life. I'm not going to put it all out there now. If push comes to shove and I have to put it out there, I will. You know? But I ain't putting it out there now. I'm going to leave it where it's at. I'm not one of them people that run to go put everything out front right away. If you want a woman that keep going back and forth, let me tell you something, right? She don't want there with you. Leave her alone. If you want she keep going back and forth, she has ammunition. From one man to the next man, even though some of the things where you in a me not in it, some of the things you in a me really not in it. But from one man to the next man, you see, when woman have ammunition like that, it's best you tuck your tail and go about your business, bro. I'm just saying. Y'all remember this day. I want to remember this moment. The 1031 on the day here. Remember that day here and remember that moment here. At SouFLoTV, it's because it's on your platform, because they know that you will do your research and that is scary to them. And I'm starting to think that that's what it is. Because, boy, they're fighting for me to not say nothing. You know? That drop it now, leave it, which part it there. I'm so disappointed in you. This is embarrassing for your platform. Like, they just keep coming. I'm like, and I got tired of answering all of them. I'm like, what is embarrassing for me to create a platform where a person can talk about what they've been going through? How does that make me a villain? I never said anybody else couldn't. Every person who is involved in this is free to come right here. I'm going to tell you something, right? Another thing, I find it funny is ever since this lady drop her stuff, I say what she said, the people them who was contacting me haven't contacted me since. And me reach out to them and got no reply. And it used to be the other way around, where them I reach out and me not reply. I'm not replying because I like to time my reply. I don't want people say this, I feel like, oh, and feel like him better than nobody. No, I time my reply. I'm very purposeful in my movement. You see, if I don't have time to give you, I won't answer your call. If I don't have time to give you, I will not answer your call. So, me don't want to answer somebody call and be like, yeah, well, and you're trying to explain something to me, I'm like, yo, I can't talk right now, dog, I'm busy. Now, whole heap of stuff I go on, me talk to you later, I'll have to hang up, right? So when you call or reach out and I reach back, or when you call and I answer, I'm all ears. You know what I mean? So if you want to chop it up and talk it through and everything, I'm here. I'm listening. Yeah, man. All right. Yeah. That's the you can't spread yourself thin. And like I told my audience before, that's why sometimes you hear the lady call that keeps saying, "Did you check the letter yet? You answer the letter yet?" And those of you who communicate with me through email, you know that too. It'll take sometimes a whole week before I see an email, because that's how long it'll take me to get to it. So much going on in life. Me a one person. Me busy. And as this platform grows, I can't tell you how many people contact us on a daily basis. Like, SouFLo, look on this. SouFLo, talk about this. SouFLo, I have something to tell you. SouFLo. And I open, it's just like, brrr, I'm like, damn, close that back. Come in, I have time. And I'm one person. I schedule a day, I'll clear a couple of hours, and I literally sit back and just go through. Let me see what this one was talking about now. Oh, okay. Reply accordingly. Next person, reply accordingly. You know, I just that. So I don't ignore me, I ignore nobody. But funny enough, them not reach out since. They haven't reached out since, which is weird to me. And I know y'all watching. I know you know watch, especially you, cousin. I'm gonna use the word cousin. Especially you, cousin. You know who me I talk about. I was expecting you to be the first one to actually reach out. I saw you on IG in my comment section when I told the people, say me cover this and them to go watch it on YouTube. You were there. So I'm surprised you still not reach out yet. But me not load you up, me not call your name up or nothing like that. But I just want to see if you're gonna reach out still. Listen, I'm not taking no sides. But fair is fair, right is right, wrong is wrong, truth is truth. Another thing, I have sister. I have sisters. I have daughters. I'm not perfect either, and me not put myself on no pedestal. Life is about growth. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I've been there where if you talk to my children's first mom, you will know whatever she said, me probably did do it. that was that, right? Come on there a long time. But this is a whole lifetime ago, 20 odd years ago type. When you live and you learn and you karma bite you and you forced to recognize that karma is real, and then you put in real work to change yourself, and then you elevate and you become a better person, and you walk in that and be that better person for real, then you can say, I am that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be that better person. I am that better person. I've been that better person. Me and Shakira arguing already. I'm going to tell Shakira, say, yo, God bless you and gave you this me. Because the other me, you'd be running down the street with no clothes on. Like, man, a real terrorist. You used to be. Real terrorist in a real life. But that's not there no more. You know, you grow and you change and you learn to be somebody better. So what this woman is saying about you is embarrassing. And I know it's embarrassing for you, but what matters is it true? People are going to always talk about you. Now I talk to Sikka now, because I know them I watch. People are going to always talk about you, but listen, You see, when people talk about me and they say stuff that I know is not true, and it doesn't affect me either way. I don't even come out to fight it because I know say I'm not true, and they can't even pull up no proof on it. Don't bother me. You see, when them talk stuff about you and it is bad and it is true, that's another story. You can't get mad at the person where I talk stuff about you that is bad and is true because you make it true. That's deep. It's simple. It just went over enough people's head. Because everybody want to shoot the messenger. Everybody want to get mad at other people for telling their truth. But you need to be mad at yourself for making that stuff be true. Because you make it be true. Why you have them talk about it and them have proof can't stand on? Don't get mad at who's talking about it. Get mad at you and fix you. Yeah. Get mad at you and fix you. Listen, as grown people, friend, we have to can go in front of the mirror and look upon ourselves and see who will and see somebody where we like. That's when you really start living your life. A lot of people go in front of that mirror. A lot of people don't even look in that mirror. You know when you go to bathroom a morning time and you brush teeth and thing, them brush teeth up. See mirror here? Them brush teeth up. Oh. They can't look this way. They can't look that way. Yeah. Sikka have some things that go on with himself where I don't feel it's my place to bust it out now. Man. I don't feel it's my place to bust it out. I'm wishing that brother all the best, but may I tell you, say, you're going to get in a true trouble. You're going to get in true trouble with that woman. You're going to get in true trouble with the law. Fucking around with that ex-wife of yours. Yeah. You're going to get in a true trouble. Fuck. But you know what? Someone to make up in the mind for losing the life and the freedom already. So, I don't know. And then maybe then again, there's something in prison where you like and know and go in there because you have everything in there. Man like me, like pum pum. Yeah, I'm like lay down next to my wife and you know, so when it gets stiff, I can push it in and them something like. You know, somehow out there, you know, I know woman you want. So you're good if them send you to prison. You're all right. I don't see life that way there. So I cherish my freedom. Yeah? Yeah. A lot of you miss what I just said still. But it's all there. It's all there. Yeah. Cut off someone. Yeah. I think it's a case of she wants to leave. Like, and listen, if a woman didn't want to divorce me, you see, even if she filed the divorce and forged my signature to it, go on where you are, go. I'm not going to no court to run you down. I'm not telling them, say you forged my signature and it's fraudulent. I'm not doing none of that shit. Go on. Because the woman I try to escape you. Who wants to be married to somebody who has to like forge your signature on a paper? Because that's the accusation, is that she forged the signature upon paper and divorced him. And she, why the hell would I want somebody who is willing to actually pull divorce papers together? And well, I don't give a damn. He not here, so I'm signing for him like he here. I got to get away from him. Even if she forged the raw signature, bro, that should be even more reason to be like, I would have cut so fast, you wouldn't even remember say I was there. Well, for them, they have a child together. So she always gonna remember that you're there. But honestly, I would cut so fast, you wouldn't even know somebody did it. Except for the damn child that we have together. And we're gonna have to find some other way to work out that, right? That's a come now. I'm not trying to come nowhere near you. Like, let's do it through the courts. Yeah, let them set up the visitation rights and all these other things. I could do it like that. If a woman do me so wrong, oh, she telling all these vindictive lies and stuff on me, I don't want to be nowhere near her. So here what? We go into court. That's cool. The judge will tell me how much I need to pay per month. We pay it. The judge will set up where and when the visitations happen. We'll go through all that just to keep myself safe. Just to keep myself safe. You know? We can see through the bullshit, bro. We can see through the bullshit. What you say? Usain Bolt, and I cut with Usain Bolt speed. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Mixed emotion.
Mixed emotion. Talk to me.
Yes. Me vex with you. I'm not going to tell you why I'm vex with you.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my friend cuss you out what they are. When you're that discuss the topic, me and Akala, we are discussing. I will say, you're biased. Because you're on that Sikka boy Rymes side. Because the only thing one means say you could have dispute the lady unless it was who she said she is. Like say she's the wife and then somebody else would have call and give the information who is not the wife. I'm so bitter with you.
How you did not get some me biased though? Because people are cuss me and I say me did take our side.
People are cuss you, but let me tell you, me look at it from a different side. That's why I said me and my friend discussing. When time the lady said to you, why Sikka Rymes got prison for?
For beat up the woman.
And the lady call you and tell you, oh, him beating. And you just say, why Sikka Rymes call and come clear yourself because this must sound good. Yes, you should have been saying Sikka Rymes, it is true because it is in the news, it is in the media. And what me did want hear you say you do. Just like how you did dig up CMR paper, me did a look go dig up the paper, them over England and say, why? This is what you go to prison for. So the lady who called now tell no lie. Only lie speaking and they gonna she in person. Because that's what he went to prison for. He beat the lady.
See,
these people, yes.
But no, me I say seen, but you have to understand, sir, when I say Sikka Rymes, you have to come clear this up. See, is me inviting him because there were people in the comment. You have to understand, sir, me I do multiple things at a time, you know. So while me I talk to the audience, address the audience, trying to listen to what she's saying, I'm also reading a comment section. There's people there saying, oh, you biased because it look like you taking this woman's side. Why don't you open up the platform so he can call in all these other things? So that's why you hear me say, Sikka Rymes, come clear this up.
But you don't need to see him open it because you and my friend, where you link with him behind the scenes.
No. Don't use friend that loosely with me. Cause my wife will tell us that she is my only friend. Me not keep friend like that. I have people I associate with. Yeah, and people I have conversations with in passing. But no friend. Friend is somebody where me can go to them yard and we sit down and bill or, go out and have a good evening. Me not have none of those.
You just ever come across us clear to me, like how you beat the same art story. You never been things. And a big one get been things. But the truth is the truth. You have to call a spade a spade. You don't need to call it a showing. It's a spade, so you need also call it a spade. This boy is 13. And then if you see the lady tell you something and you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk, being really in the pasta part. But I was looking for that energy and saying to the lady, say, I'm sorry for what you went through because you didn't even know it then, but it was in the media. So that's what I was looking for you to dig up on.
I can't hear you, babe. Right.
No, then, Shakira, I was talking about then, even when the lady called, I thought SouFLo was lost for words. I know you come to say that, but I'm just saying that.
Not lost for words. I felt that it was time for me to be quiet and allow her to speak. There's a difference.
But where was it with the energy to say, I'm sorry for what you went through to?
The way I'm full up of words, me can't be lost for. I did say that to her eventually, but not on your timing. I did say that to her eventually, but not on your timing. See, I'm saying that twice. It's not lost for words, friend. It's allowing, being quiet and allowing
you can
her
find
to
words,
speak.
don't get me wrong, then. You can always find words all the time because remember, you're a talk show host. You must be able to can talk fluently and flowing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. As a woman, you're gonna find it. Let me tell you what happened with you now. You are triggered. You're triggered because it's an abusive Ross boy, and you just hate seeing women get abused by men. So any situation will have to do with a woman.
Vice versa too. So don't get me wrong, because you just spoke about the man was the woman abusing.
All right, but me make you talk. So now you're gonna listen to me. As a woman, you are invested emotionally already. Me subtract myself emotionally.
I'm just saying you're not fair with
me
this.
subtract myself emotionally and just listen first, because I'm dealing with logic off top. You understand? She's willing to speak. She had a lot to say. I want to see while she's talking. Sometimes you just make people talk and you can tell, say, okay, this right here don't make no damn sense. Or you let people talk and you can be like, I believe every friggin' word this person just said. The only thing I would need now is physical proof. So sometimes it's just cool to just not say nothing and allow the person to have the floor and vent and speak and let it out, which is what I was doing then. That's why we are doing a part 2 now. And that's why you hear me now saying him need to fix up him life. And that's why you hear me now saying I believe this woman. And that's why you hear me now saying all the things I'm saying now. Wasn't the time to say it then when I did the show, because me tell my audience earlier that the show is going to get cut at any minute. I'm waiting for some people to pull up to my house because I'm about to conduct some business. And I had to cut it short in the middle of that. So it wasn't, and I didn't want to rush it.
SouFLo, I am not triggered. No matter what I did, you didn't say you use each person's spot and fire them. I'm not going to use somebody else's spot and fire him. I look at the situation and I deal with it accordingly.
My friend.
So I'm not triggered. I'm not abused and this and that. I'm just looking for...
Every woman who has been abused is triggered every time a story comes up and a woman is telling her story about a man abusing her. That's just facts, whether you like it or not. So me saying you're triggered, me saying you're triggered is not nothing bad. You know what I mean? It's something you've probably experienced or been down that road. And as a woman, it triggers something in you. So your response is, SouFLo, you should have said this and that immediately. I may try and make you know, say, I was dealing with it from a different angle. That's
SouFLo.
Yeah.
I would never do nothing bad to a man. You know why? I have kids. I am afraid of karma. I don't want nobody to do nothing to my daughter or to my sons. I deal with the universe as fair as possible. Me make dirt dish to me. You understand me? So even when you brought the man's story, because I even dropped something in a pan, one silver, just to show you how much I'm committed to what you do, or you validate your story and all of that. And you know, take not easy girl to deal with them mother who don't have any, but I'm very sympathetic and empathizing. You understand me?
Yeah, man.
And it's not about passionate about something, but I'm just saying, knock it when it's enough. Because me have to beat woman too sometimes when we see them with them pick the injustice. And I have to deal with that. And I'm saying, if you have the pain of going this far and dealing with this person, you're a bird, and you make somebody abuse it, what no make it no wicked. So I give beating both ways. But as I said to you, say the energy at that time, you come up with it in a dog time, but I said then you should have said, bro, I mean, look here. You go left side immediately, and they have to wait for a more story because it was there from day one. That is what you went to prison for. The music industry is dirty. Look here, may I ask my friend if she didn't want to come on with you, with you this one in a three-way, you know, a threesome, you know. But she said, no, she listened because as I said, these are topics that we discussed, and I don't know nonsense discussed over here. So if I can have a topic after you finish and we are discussing, what does that speak volume, right? So there's something still was to be discussed. Now, because it comes to an abrupt end, you know, which I understand. You understand me? I don't think people say, even if I was abused, then I look at all man as being abuser. No. Me use whatever part them have and fire them, not somebody else part to fire them.
All right.
Okay, have a great day. I'm listening.
All right. I love people who could admit. Maybe I don't know. I guess I'm working too much on myself and refining myself. Like me never last I have to go refine me, you know, me I talk about like but that you could look at it that way too. But refining myself, like if something triggers me, I'm able to say yes, I was definitely triggered. I was definitely triggered. As a woman, I was triggered. As a woman who was abused before by a man, I know this kind of behavior. I know the patterns of a narcissist. I know the patterns of a controller. I know I've been there myself, etc. This story sounds familiar. I was triggered. There's nothing wrong with saying that. All I was saying to the sister on the phone just now, which I'm sure many of you got, was that I can't deal with stuff in your timing. I can't knock it when you want me to knock it, because I have to be calm at a certain time, be silent at a certain time, and allow the individual who is telling their story to speak, right? One of the things you learn is you never cut in or interrupt when somebody is telling you stories like those. You can do it softly and make sure you do it only every once in a blue moon. Don't be every minute. Okay, so tell me about this. Yes, I got him doing as an abuser. You will end up getting emotionally involved. You will end up staring the person another way. You will end up taking over their conversation because you are now emotionally invested. I wanted her to speak. And I wanted her to speak from herself. And I wanted nobody to be able to say, look on SouFLo, I him inviglar, you know, I him Havara said this. I him make she said that. That's what we were working on. So sister was triggered, but that's okay. That's okay. His wife gave more details. Look at this comment right here, right? His wife, which is his ex-wife, she gave more details that had me speechless. Me too. Me too. That's why I was like, let her talk, because she's gonna say more stuff that you did not know, right? We never knew that he beat her while she was pregnant. We never knew about crawling under the car and in her garden. We never knew about him standing behind the door with the machete and all that, and that's why I'm going to prison. We never knew any of that stuff. And had I been interrupting or saying more than needed to be said, she probably would have not felt comfortable telling us any more. Because watch how her interaction started out with us, right? People leave comments for me all the time, and I don't get to see the comment them because too many comments. I try to answer as many people as I can. We move on to our next video. Try to answer as many people as I can. I'm only one person. If the video has hundreds of comments on it, like this, like she said, she thought there was a conspiracy between the Jamaican vloggers, because Sikka is Jamaican, that we were going to pick up for him by ignoring her or trying to get her any kind of help. So immediately when she came on here, she came on in a defensive mode. And what somebody said, SouFLo, Sikka Rymes' ex is in the comments right now. And I'm telling her to call in. I'm over here talking to the camera. Me never see. My comment section is over there. I didn't see it. So when me look over like this and I saw it, I was like, Sikka Rymes' wife is in the car. Oh, tell her to call in. Tell her I'll put the number up right now. And then I'll put the number up, right? Sometimes just trust the process. Just trust the process. I wanted her to be comfortable enough to tell us. I wanted her to know that this is a safe space. This is a safe space. I don't want anybody here to be ridiculed and judged. Remember, I know this is not the suck your mother kind of platform. We don't do that over here. That's the main thing I kick people off this platform for. Ain't kicking you off for nothing else. You don't have to agree with me all the time. You can disagree. There are people here who are actually members who think this is worthy for them to spend their membership money every month. And them show up every morning. And they don't agree with me on everything that I say. And they're still here. And we disagree respectfully and still keep it pushing. So that's the mood I want to create. You know what I mean? And I'll do the same for all parties involved. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello, SouFLo. Morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Based on what the lady just said, that you should have said more. I don't think you should have.
Yeah, I don't think I should have either.
No, you shouldn't, because you're giving her the chance to express herself, to explain herself. So you butting in is like it's interrupting her. And at the end of the day, you don't know if she's actually telling the truth, or she's, you understand, or she's lying.
Right.
So you butting in now would be like, oh, it's gonna maybe trigger her as well.
Right. Right.
So that's just my opinion anyway. I'm not saying that, but I just think they did the right thing.
You're absolutely right. And thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I might have said something and she might have got defensive, like, okay, I can. You see, when somebody already have a preconceived notion of you, you don't want to feed that. Because you know what? She already thought these Jamaican vloggers ain't listening to me. They already, them like Kartel so much, and then them like Sikka Rymes them so much. If I try to say anything, he's going to shut it down. So me recognizing that right away, that was her thought process. She's like, I got stuff to say, but I don't know if I'm able to say it, because so I was like, you know, I had to facilitate. But hey, man, back to what I was saying though, right? Sikka need to fix up himself, and from what this woman has shown me, don't want to let it out. I'll tell you, go watch the first video when she said what she said, because she brought proof to what she said. Go back and watch the first video where she said all the stuff she said about him, and then come back and listen to this. She said, and I know I'm talking like this for a reason, she said she accused him of some things. She showed me proof of the things she accused him of. And you hear me say? She accused him of some things. All she accused him of, she showed me proof. So go back and listen to what she did say. And then say, blood clot. She showed proof of that. Yeah, she did. She did. Boy, this, you know, me I said to wife just now, said, this remind me of a time when I told y'all the story before as my audience, because I was the type of person who believed that there was one time I believe said Jamaicans didn't do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right.
Listening to your exchange. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You think Sikka will ever seek a psychiatric therapy?
I'll tell you what. I don't know if he'll seek it, but I know he needs it.
And maybe
I'm trying
like
so
you said,
hard
if he's
not to.
watching,
I'm trying so hard not to mash him down in the process, but I just want people to know that this woman, what she said, she brought proof to the table. So
true.
I don't want people to go away thinking he's over here entertaining this woman who's telling all these lies, and there is no proof, because people accused us of that, and she brought proof, and I'm letting you know she brought proof.
Understood.
He I don't know if he's gonna seek it, but I know he needs it.
And if he's willing in the seeking of that therapy, like you said, coming through on the other side, changing himself, will take him to another level. Because when he start produce new music, it's a level of authenticity that will propel him, because he's coming from an authentic place. Okay. His wife bear witness to the demon inside it, and he don't want that to come out. Now that it's out, that fearful part of him should be open and hopefully strong enough to listen to your advice, get help, and as he gets better, speak truth. Yes, I was a monster, but now I have eyes and the courage to walk in a different light. He could spin it, but spin is the wrong word. He could transmute that stuff inside him that's coming from childhood to make him an even more powerful adult man that will be an example to all those other men who have that hidden demon. Okay? And once he examined what he attempted to do with Sean's wife, he'll never claim it, but if he looks at it, that was him feeding that demon.
You know, that part right there, I don't really know about, but I do know, I don't know that part, but I do know that there's a whole nother side. Y'all try to walk with me.
There's a science to it.
No, not science. There's a whole nother side to the brother that he, in order for him to live his true truth, that side of him, if he publicized that side, you could probably hang up dancehall.
He could still transmute it though, because it's a ritual where if you bed another man's woman, you contaminate that soil that his woman. It's a what's gonna say ritualistic.
Yeah, this one left you because this ain't about no woman.
No, I'm saying it's not. That was just a feeding.
Yeah.
But it's part of the same beast. It's a beast attached to him or an energy. But he's the only one that could heal it or fix it or transmute it.
Yeah.
If he chooses to listen to your recommended course of action where he has to heal himself. Yeah, but hopefully your words will get through to him. It's not the end unless he chooses to make it the end. If he chooses to take another route and heal himself by being able to look in that mirror and deal with the truth that is in that mirror, then he could release his wife because he's obsessed. She saw who he really was, and he doesn't want the world to know what she saw. But it's too late now because the evidence is out.
That last sentence right there, that
she saw what he is.
That last sentence right there. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's why he wants to destroy her. That's why he's standing behind the door with the machete, because she saw through the illusion of what he pretends to be. She's the witness of the absolute truth of what he is, and he wants to destroy her. But no, there's no need to destroy her because the whole world knows.
I hope she's protecting herself because we've seen these stories before, and it always happens. It always ends badly where people play with fire, right? It's like you don't believe that this person can do it. I've seen women. Okay, so I've seen women do like she'll even taunt a man that's already holding a machete because she just don't believe that he would actually chop her with it. You know what I'm saying?
But she knows.
For some reason, people get into the doubting mode until blood starts running.
That she's smart. She knows.
And I hope she actually really tries to protect herself.
Because you don't know how he's going to operate after this. Since there's no reason to go after her because the truth is out.
Exactly.
Will he let it go and go into a healing mode? Or will he feels like it's her fault and go full blast after her? He has too much to lose. Will he value his family and his reputation over getting even with her? You know, so it's a lot of dynamics at play. And hopefully I am hopeful that what you said to him will hit dirt somewhere in him. and let that grow so he get the courage to go get help. Like yesterday, he's gonna have a lot of yes men around him telling him, no man, we'll fix it, because we're about to drop this. He got to be able to do something simultaneously or make a move and step away and get better. I hope he has the wisdom to listen to you.
I hope so.
All right. On that note, I know that beast so well when they try to hide. And if you happen to see what's really there, they get wily. On that note, Miss his wife, if she's still in the audience, listen to SouFLo. Plan B, Plan C, contingencies. Take shooting glasses. Get your license. Protect yourself. Whatever you need to do, and connect with some personal bodyguards that could personalize your training and operate so you are not vulnerable, that your head is always on a swivel and you have a backup, a plan B and C, and so on. Just listen to SouFLo.
All right, my friend.
All right, I'm done. All right, so like, bye.
Honest and respect. She that caller wishes well and hopes for the best for everybody. That's how she always is. If he's able to recognize and transcend, and I don't know. All I know is this. When a woman tell me about, you remember when she said, because it's already on tape, okay? She said, and I've been beating around the bush this whole time thinking of how to say this. If you go back to the last tape where she said, Sikka is into guys, men, and that was the turning point in their relationship. He basically wanted to be with her and have relations with men as well. I tell you right now, as soon as she said that, I was like, yep, this bitch lying. I swear to God. And so I was riding with everything else. I was like, oh shit. That's why y'all see my face was like what? Hide on the car? What? Crazy. What? I had a cousin one time. Her man, we pull into her yard at late night. This in Miami, back in the day when we growing up. We pull in from a party late night. And I would pull in, right? And then they had a big old mango tree in front of their house. We pull in, everybody jump out the car, getting ready to go inside. This man up in the top of the mango tree, and the mango tree is big. So people be doing to hide on the car. I see one woman talk about, do you know how tall Sikka is? Oh, please, that bitch is lying. Like, hide under a car. Like, he can't even fit under a car. Lady, I'm 6'5", and I'm definitely bigger than him. And me can't hide on that car. So y'all make excuses for. But all I know is this. When she said that was what, you can go back and listen to the tape. It's there from the last conversation. That was one of the accusations. And they said, yeah, now I know this bitch lying. She definitely telling a lie. Call anything else, but don't call him that. All right, you know the bitch lying now. She sent her proof, man. She sent her proof, and that's why when I swear, and that's why when I started this morning, I was like, come here, wifey, that talk about it, and me, I laugh throughout the whole time, and don't know how to start this. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, Flo, good morning. How you doing?
But there, no brother, what going?
But there,
she got proof.
Yeah, when she said
receipts.
that, I was saying, when she said what she said, I was like, yeah, man, that's how every woman act and start defame a man whenever they're angry.
Brother, that's the same thing I said. me give him the benefit of the doubt immediately. I was like, in my mind, I said, yep, this bitch lying. Anything else she did not go with, Jerome, did not work with it, and I said, what a wicked boy. I wonder if that him really I do. But then when she said that, I said, yep, dismiss everything else she said, she lying. I don't know if she felt that energy like me I gonna say she lied, but she gave proof. She gave and listen, when I said she gave proof, if you see, this is not no guess. Well, maybe it could be misconstrued as this, or I don't know, it could have been that. No, it's that. It's that.
But based on the fact you were asking a question, and the first phone call you get, cut your train of thought. But a cappella, remember, you can achieve everything you want. That was the song that because you were asking, did Sikka Rymes' wife know that she had diabetes? I mean, said she must know our song them. And there's a song with him on Vybz Kartel when Sikka Rymes started out by saying 2030 in diabetes, it mash him up.
But maybe she not listen to the words, or maybe she knows. She there's no way she don't know. He has insulin dependent diabetes, so there's no way she don't know. Plus, he made it very public too. It was on the news and everything. Yeah. Because remember in an interview where he was like, "Janos with the diabetes now, make it even harder the healing and stuff like that." So everybody knew that. It's not no secret.
Imagine you do a song with a man, and if it be more uplifting, and they say you can achieve anything you want in life, just don't give up. A pure positive song, the man do the man, Almost everyone I'm sang them, stand strong, don't give up. Go listen to them collaboration with Sikka Rymes.
With Sikka Rymes, right? I think Sikka Rymes have the
most uplifting songs.
No, but I think Sikka Rymes has the most songs with Vybz Kartel. Who else have more songs with Kartel? Think about it.
I know him have You Can Achieve, Don't Give Up, Stand Strong, Superman. There's a couple of them well.
Yeah.
But certain things in our life I don't want to achieve. I rather than broke poverty. I rather turn workless to achieve certain things in our life. Yes,
she in our comment section, Jerome, you see what she said?
What?
She said, don't believe music. It's just music. So nobody feel like them man here are write songs where like that's how they really feel. Or that's their true life. May I give you an example? And me and wife were laughing about this again the other day. One of my favorite artists growing up was George Michael. And the other day, I see him saying, "Wake me up before you go. I ain't, I can't remember the words. Them are sitting like that, right? And then one next song, I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hands in mine. I will be a preacher, teacher, any day you have in mind." When me hear that song, they see it, may I think of like In Love, right? Woman, and I will be her father figure, and she can put her tiny hands in mine. Say, later on, the man come out and say he was actually singing this song to the guy, his first love, our older man that groomed him into this life. And he was so hooked to him and attached to him, he felt like he couldn't go anywhere without him. I want to see me want to shut up the TV because I see a bomb buckler. Hey boy.
You I go baptized,
and you know what? I'm not against. I'm not saying I kick out for anybody's, like if that's who you are, then that's who you are, right? But I felt hoodwinked and bamboozled and scammed and used. And I just couldn't listen to his music no more after that. So it wasn't until this weekend that my kids, Kai and Milani, Kai was like, put on some old music. So I went 80s and I typed in 80s rock and put it on the TV, and these songs started coming up until it got to him. And when it got to him, I sing it again, right? Now that I know what I know. So I sing it again, but then I said to wife, and say, say, him used to be one of my favorite artists, but after me find out, say, a man him did I sing to, I never want to listen to music no more. Kind of like how I found out wrestling was fake and I just didn't want to watch it anymore. I know I watch UFC, MMA, because that's real. You know, it's the same way you find out. So Shadea said, music and music, my friend.
So remember, say a country you come from, you know. So when him say, "Wake me up before you go," prior your go, you know, things.
Yeah, girl. All right. And you know when you look like a go girl, go club, right? I'm here, wake me up before you go. I thought that was the first I'm in love with a stripper type of song. Right. You must sing about go girl. Me never know say a man him did that sing to bro. Wake me up before you go. They had a night together. He passed out. He's like, don't just do me and leave me. Wake me up before you go. I'm not planning on being solo. Wake me up before you go.
Hey, people still drink Gramazone, you know, so certain things people in the main comment section. Big up yourself. They shoot it up this morning.
All right, manners. Yeah, hey. Watch Kevin said next topic. Next topic. Hey, listen, UK tuned in, you there? Winston Gill said, why? We don't burn out nobody on them lifestyle, man. Everybody, you know, life, earth is for everybody. I am not Almighty God or the Almighty Creator. Me there, hold me little space and me little time that I've been given as well. And you know that go already. It soon run off and we say bye-bye, just like everybody else. So I don't feel the need to be all that. I don't want a brother feel like you have to go chuck off our high building because this is what we are talking about. Your ex-wife came out and said that that's what you're into. And that's what actually caused the rift. And that's where the drama started. And it escalated into other things to where y'all end up got prison for beat her up on sitting. And she actually brought proof forward. So, with me now knowing what I know, based on that, that's why I was trying to figure out how to say, like, you need help. Or you're going to have to end up being true to yourself. Some way or another. When I said change, you know, I said be true to yourself. Because enough people miserable in their life because they're not true to themselves. You know what I said? The mafia live how grandma see you, how grandpa see you, mommy and daddy want you to be, how your sister, brother, uncle, cousin, auntie, neighborhood, community want you to be. But the minute you start to be you, 100% you, is where you actually really start to live. You know what I mean? Unapologetically live and be you. And then your life will be happy that way. And then the people them who actually gravitate towards you will be people who are gravitating towards you because they actually check for you being you, real you. A lot of people out here are liked, but they're not liked for the real them. That must bother you. Because it would bother me. I don't want to be liked for a fake me. And then I got to go put this fake me on every damn time people are come around or me I go around people. Me forget to put on the fake me today so when you see one next side of me, oh shit, that's him, damn. You know, I just want to be me. And you like me for me or you don't like me for me, but I'm me, 24/7 me. I don't know, bro. I'm giving you some advice like take that along with left the woman alone, bro. Because it's going to this is going to spiral out of control for you in such a bad way. Either that or you plan to do something real crazy. Me don't know. I hope you don't plan to do something real crazy. Me hear a man say one time, you see, prison life in the US is better than his life in Jamaica. I don't remember where, but somebody here might be able to remind me. He said, you know which part me come from? Me grew up. Which part me grew up? Riverton dump the back away. And nobody run and I have no running water and good toilet. I in a bag with shit dog in a scandal bag and tie you up and throw you over a wall, so. And sometimes people them shit in a bag and tie and throw you over my yard. And even bother throw you over a wall. He said that to explain the level of poverty he was coming from in Jamaica. So him say one time them catch him a foreign cause somebody said him can bring in big coke and make big money. So him start turn drugs runner. So him push drugs in all part time himself and come a foreign with it and make couple trip and get some money. And the first time them hold him gone to prison. Him say prison life at foreign did better than my regular life at Jamaica. Cause that's how we all live. Shit in a bag and throw you over a wall. Somebody remind me where that came from. Cause I mean, me know me one did see. So I hope you not think say that. Like your life did so bad a yard that you think life in prison in the UK is better than going back to Jamaica. Me have this thing about me, you see. Me always I try to keep my ducks in a row. I'm always dotting my I's and crossing my T's. Because I always feel like say, me paro. So I always feel like them can come and say, get out, leave now, kind of thing. Or then give me one option. You're going to this concentration camp or go lock up in your store, you exit now. Me kind of me yard. No, don't even bother about take nothing with you. Down the road. Some people will do anything for stay foreign. And I can't speak to what their life is back home. So I don't know why. Me? When me tell us that, I would leave with so much speed, Shakira would probably still be here. I may be like, yeah, babe, me reach already, you know. Yeah, man, can come down and tell me already now. Don't say nothing. Don't say another word. Gone on me yard. So, bro, me hope you don't feel like too embarrassed because the cat is already out the bag. Me hope you don't feel so embarrassed that you feel like you can't go back a yard or nothing like that. You can go spin this any which way you want to spin it after. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
But then enough I'm going.
Yeah, but I hear the news. The wicked man stay away. But they have a saying, if I were you, me hold to come out with it. It don't worth it, youth. But because now we have to gain from it. The only people who gain something from it are we then, who get the information. No, to do it, you're brave, youth.
True to yourself, bro. True to yourself. Like, if there's a part of you where you have to feel like you have to deceive people, it eventually come back around to damage you. So you see, when you're true to yourself, you don't have to worry about that anymore, kind of thing. So just true to yourself.
Me know yes about, but what me not say still is like what you say about Sikka, what you reveal about him. It's like me I say, if me, even when the woman tell me.
But hear what me I say. Me I say, the woman made an accusation. A lot of us say a lie she tell, including me. The first thing I thought, this bitch line, she could have said anything else, but me know said that a lie. Me don't know why me say it. It's the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
She bring proof forward for that. And she bring proof forward for that now. I have to do on part 2 few for this because I've seen it. Where I said?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to. You say you have to do a part 2. You don't have to. Because you have to think about yourself first, you know, before anybody else in your family, you know.
You're talking about me personally?
Yeah.
So me didn't have to do it?
Yes.
My platform is about credibility, bro.
I mean, no way I say, but I say, why you again? A person gain no
credibility. Credibility. Yeah. My platform, my platform is about credibility. So when people are saying I'm disappointed in you because I thought your platform was about credibility and truth, and you allow this lady to sit up here and tell lies on your fellow Jamaican, don't you see that that's me being called out, right? That's me. That's my platform being defamed, right? So what I have to gain from it is credibility. So if Sikka come tell me something about this woman and then in present proof to what he said, then it's the same thing. If she says something and she make her accusations and everybody says she a lie and she come with proof, it shut up the liar. It shut up those who are trying to make her look like a liar, and it also bring credibility to this platform. Because we definitely ask for proof. We don't just make story like them that run just so.
Yeah.
See?
But so for if you look on it now, this way was a talk. I'm not say, but me I say, this way when you release about a youth there, a dangerous something, Because if him a try to keep it under quiet, and you are the man who officially put it out there, a dangerous something,
No, I'm not the man who officially put it out there. His ex-wife, which is right here in the comments, let me pin her to the screen right there. So her comment says he does have to, as he is a honest reporter. Then everyone would have me as a liar. So I'm not dangerous something. Me not do no other work where an honest reporter wouldn't be doing, or somebody who is digging for truth in a story wouldn't do. So what you ask me to do then? You better if me did tell one lie.
No, as I said, you're more valuable than put yourself in danger for bring that news in.
Oh, so me in a danger now.
So far, let me tell you this. If a man try to hide his identity, if to dance on music, if something that go out and career done, there's no one can see it go on the next stage again. You know what already.
Yeah, but check it. This is not the first time she has brought that to the public. So again, why stick it on me? Like, I'm just making sure that what was said on my platform is been proven. I'm not the only person she's ever said this to.
Okay, so yeah, so she said it already.
See? So when it start talk about in danger, that's why I already felt that energy. So I said earlier still stands. I'm the kind of boy where if you blink upon me wrong, it bark upon you hard. So I'm in a business, I'm not afraid of nobody.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
You must look out for you, because for me.
You don't have to look out for me, man. I don't inject no fear. Okay, bro. Me no walk with fear. Me no walk with fear. I completely respect. I don't walk with fear. I definitely support self-defense, but no fear. You understand?
I know, yes, and about fear, because I know some brave people where them now walk with fear and things happen to you.
Then that you're brave or you don't brave, things can happen to you. But may I tell you, say it don't overconsume me, because I don't walk with fear. Yeah. It overconsume who is fearful. It not gonna overconsume me because I'm not fearful. It don't mean nothing to me. When we come here and we do the story and we get accountability for what the accusations, I walk off feeling good. Like I didn't just allow loose argument and didn't ask for proof. And then proof was presented, so the conversation went further, because now I have to make the audience know, say, yo, proof was presented and she did tell the truth. She have her receipts. She has proof.
Boy, we could fame doing it. Man, what am I gonna do after this?
Why?
But all in the youth now, you're right now. Just live a truth, youth. Because right now you're disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, but see, you see that the people who are gonna be stuck on that, right? Because so many other things were said. Let me give you an example, right? This woman said she got beaten while she was pregnant. She said a bunch of other things, like she's in fear because it's a person will hide under Kiara, hide back our door in our house when you're not supposed to be there, etc. And for some reason, Jamaicans are not going to hear any of that shit. Yeah. They're not going to say, stop beat the woman or stop beat women, period. Because if you leave that one there and go there with the next one, you're going to beat the next one there too. They're not going to say, yo, go seek some help, bro, because maybe you are really not into women like that. That's why you treat them like that. You know what I mean? Change your life, brother. They're not going to say none of that. All them are going to stop on is a Batman.
Yeah, you know, so far I can't.
And that's all I'm stuck on.
How some man not into woman, but can't imagine it, yo.
To each them own, bro.
Yeah, but it's like, no, I saw them man.
Me don't know, you ask me like me supposed to know. How would I don't know?
Me try to picture the man of Kartel for the name, he can get woman easy, and the man still go the other way. I can't understand anything. But try to understand I can't.
It happened. As far as I could tell from what has been presented, he's on both sides. You know? Yeah, that's the proof for me. See, the proof that I saw is that he's on both sides.
Yeah, I'm back to this door.
Yeah.
How many here to talk about the clash for the life? You're interested in that for the life?
No, come audience not interested in it like that. No, bro. Yeah. That's why I made the video them separately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know. I hope I think I'm going to say still about the topics I'm going to go for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, I think for turn my other channel in a that's a straight dancehall reggae music channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I would be able to go live over there and have long discussions about who I win the clash and what the lyrics say and all that other stuff over there. Because can't really do it over here. So if you notice, as soon as I start that, you would see 1,076 people in here go down to about 400 people. Like quick fast.
All right. But when I chat, I go and listen to that. Hear anything else for calling back there?
All right, brother.
All right, big up yourself.
Manners. We have to stop victimizing the victims, bro. Family. And we got to stop trying to shoot messengers too. Because everybody always want to shoot the messenger, or everybody always want to re-victimize the victim. Like, you shouldn't have said that about him. Stop. Shut up. The girl, I lie, shall tell. Like, this is what I told my audience before. I said, I wasn't there, so I don't know. I would ask for proof, but I wasn't there, so I can't talk like I was there. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the person who was there is telling you and them show you proof, what's there to go wrong? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yo, Flo.
Your family.
Morning, brother.
My day, fam.
I'm big up everybody in the chat. Anyway, I got that same brother one time did come on and tell you about how a woman's supposed to carry themselves and a man and this and all of that type of stuff.
The one who just not talk.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me say this. The platform that he's listening to and calling into, don't him see how you program over here? You know, see, it's not like one of them platforms where they are at Jamaica where them youth intro on bush and talk on. Anytime you have the things, my youth, you always do your research and stuff.
And then exactly. Exactly.
That morning when that lady come in the chat and then somebody informed me that, okay, the lady was over there. My youth, me sit down and I watch you. And me say, yeah, listen to the woman, you know. Remember, you know, and you go dig up and find this woman. The woman come through and they say what she has said. And the woman put you on to these things and listen to her. You then just jump ahead and just wild out with everything. So
right.
You know what I mean? You do what you gotta do to be at this point. Absolutely. And then the other day you say you had to cut the program because you had some things to do. And then I'm surprised that you come back with part 2. So I'm listening, you know what I mean? But you gotta listen with intelligence, man, to know and say, yo, there's certain things that you want to say, but you just don't want to say anything yet, even though you have proof.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't understand why some people are listening and in my talk about you know, so Andrew Holness did I do all of these things to the people. So okay, you shouldn't just not say nothing. Even when this thing in the media.
Right.
And yes, just not say nothing about it. So you only if you talk only something where, you know, like no make no sense type shit. Come on, man. You come on the show, and people come on and see how you deal with things. Work with the program. This is not one of them type of YouTube channel where you're over here so I run like some foolish you say talk about. You know what I mean?
Twiggy, let me see Twiggy full name. Twiggy says something about Crypto Queen is getting her clock back, loud the bitterness. You see, that's the thing. We can't tell. Okay, so you can't tell people when you hit somebody, you can't tell them how to feel about the lick. You heard what I just said? Wrap up what you said for me, bro. Let me go into one of these.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, she come and speak what she say and show your proof and whatnot and rare. All the other party have to just to jump on and, you know, deal with them have to deal with.
Right.
Point blank and period.
Right. Right.
Yeah, man.
Manners.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah, she said Crypto Queen, which is she's recognized in the comment section as Sikka Rymes' ex-wife, right? Somebody has such a fellow the bitterness. And I'm saying if you as a woman was deceived, hoodwinked, bamboozled, used, would you be bitter? Wouldn't you be bitter? I know if I, as a man, if a woman didn't do me them kind of way, then I would have been bitter too. We tend to try to tell people how to act about their own situation, like how they should absorb pain and hurt. You don't have no right to tell somebody how to cry. You don't have no right to tell somebody how to process their hurt. Go talk to the person who hurt them, because you could do that. Talk to the person who hurt them and tell the person then not to hurt them again. And if you stop do it and mind them go hurt somebody else the same way. You know what I'm saying? She said, so you don't think the biggest thing, even bigger than sexuality, isn't that this man had a whole evil plan to set me up and take my money, my son's home. You see what I'm saying? For her, it's not even the sexuality. Because I saw enough, man, listen. I saw enough to know that them all have a full conversation and talk about it. And she tell him man say, yo, I'm not even mad at your sexuality. Imagine you married a woman, right? And your wife I tell her, say, I'm not even mad at your sexuality. Not like knowing what I know now, right? I'm not even mad, but feel like you're using me. Feel like you used me. Like you knew that you were that way, and you met me, fall in love with you, and married you, and get papers for you, and bring you come afar, and all this other stuff. You know, I saw the whole conversation, and what woman here would say she wouldn't feel no way about that? No need to be bitter. No need to be bitter, because you wouldn't be bitter. You would just love it. Right? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning. How you doing?
Remember she said, I was listening to the conversation Friday. Remember she said that he cannot come and call her name. You remember that?
Yes. And do you remember me saying after that he can certainly speak on his issues without calling her name?
Yes, that's what I said.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that too.
Okay.
So that's what I want. Some people it try over them head, but at least, you know, just remind them that too.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yeah, but that's being used as an excuse. And I'm saying the platform is open. It's already out there, so come talk your piece. You know what I mean? And if she's saying he can't call her name, he can speak without calling her name. He can speak without calling her name. When Diddy and what's her name settled their differences in court, and she slid with how much millions of dollars, Cassie, the part of their deal was Cassie was never to mention him, and Diddy was never to mention Cassie. That's why you never heard Diddy come out and say, that bitch took my money and know damn well she was lying. And that's why you never heard Cassie come out and say, finally, I got payback for all the shit that Sean did to me, because none of them could mention each other's name. But if you look at all the things that were said after, they said everything else they had to say. They just didn't mention each other's name. So come out and say what you got to say. Nobody say you can't have conversations along those lines. Can't speak about her at all. You don't have to speak about her at all. You don't have to speak about her at all. If this was my situation to handle, you would see me handle it. And I guarantee you I would be speaking. I guess not everybody is crafty with words. I don't know. You could certainly, I could tell my life story without speaking about you. Yeah. Like Audrey was saying though, to the people who in the comment, there are one or two people in the comment who, you know, these people are always around. Like for instance, when the brother who when the CMR, I think CMR, when the situation happened with his little girl, with his daughter, there was people in the comment section who were backing him up. You know, who were backing him up. Even with the affidavit from the arrest record, when I got the affidavit from the police and read it out, and in her words, when she told your 12, 13-year-old daughter told stepdaughter, tell the school counselor and call the police, and the police came and she told them, and they took an affidavit and they typed out as she was talking, and that affidavit is public. And when I came and read it here, this 12-year-old girl said, or 13-year-old, whatever age she was, and him come in our room, and she was sleeping in the bed next to her little sister, and he picked her up out the bed, and he took her down to the foot of the bed, and he laid her out on the floor, and he was feeling on her breast first, over her clothes, and then he removed her pants, because she went to sleep in pants, and he removed her pants. But when he pulled the pants down, she had another pants under it, or shorts under it. And then he put the pants back up and picked her back up and put her back in the bed. And when we read the affidavit, the people start cuss me. A police record, you know. But you love who you love, and you like who you like, and you want to justify following who you continue to follow. You make up your mind, say, unless you catch him on top of him like a girl pick me, you not stop following him. So you start to demonize me. Because I'm advocating for the little girl's safety. Somehow the wicked no blood clot. Somehow no. So it's not surprised that they're over here in the comment section and they're going to beat her down and talk about, yeah, she bitter. She bitter as hell. And you don't have to be bitter. What make you feel like you have the right to tell somebody how to absorb pain or how them to deal with what them are go through? Your ass would be bitter as shit if it was happening to you. You're talking from a place of you're not going through it right now. That's why you can't say that. It's kind of like looking at the situation in Jamaica, right? Where all the house them blow away and stuff, and the people them now get no food, and those communities that were marooned. And you have some people who support Andrew Holness, and them still on a foreign, you know, in a them nice house, you know, and they're on social media like this. Yes, my prime minister, big up yourself. And they are so full of lies. And, you know, and we're here like, we see the videos. Look, when they're just driving to the neighborhood, they're live right now. The place messed up. The people them don't have no house. They haven't had food in days. Your prime minister there, I talk about, he will get to it in short order. And the goal is to move swiftly. I mean, I see no swift movement. And then they start cussing people like us. Because again, you love who you love, or you like who you like, and you plan to follow who you plan to follow, regardless of what. The only, unless you catch Andrew down there in the area where the storm tear up the people in the house, unless you catch him down there, I literally box the food out of one baby mouth. And for some of you, I even think that if you actually saw him do it, you would still say, I must the baby fault. Somebody need to raise that baby there properly. Because the baby did out of order. You can't talk to the prime minister like that. The baby can't even talk yet. The baby said, ooh, ooh, gaga. See, yeah, but the prime minister was right though. The baby learned some manners. See what I'm saying? When y'all are locked in on that side that you're locked in on, people can't get to know out of it. I don't give two flying you know what. I'm not trying to convince you of nothing. All I want is proof to whatever the hell accusations are being made, because I'm that kind of guy. That's it. And then I show it to the audience, because we had a discussion and I want my audience them to know said there is proof to it. That's it. That's it. So please don't come here thinking he's trying to convince me. I'm not business where you want to go from here thinking. Because some of you, no matter how much proof you're showing, you still won't believe the truth. Because that's just how you are. I don't have time I try to convince you. Right? Yeah. Them thief off a Buju Banton barrel them, right? And when Buju come out and say something, hear them. Lying boy, Buju, cokehead Rasta. And then a couple weeks later, hear Daryl Vybz him now about, oh, they are stealing the equipment that the JPS people are using to put up the lights. So there's going to be a delay in how quickly the lights can be restored. And the whole of them believe, thiefing boy them, are one of the whole truck. Them him said them thief, you know. So you don't believe him say them thief that big old piece of equipment there, but you don't believe that small items could have been taken out of a barrel. Again, because of who you choose to believe. And we haven't heard anything about, oh, it was recovered on another side of the island, or it disappeared, or no follow-up. Yeah, the baby must be wrong. Because them follow who they make up their mind for follow, friend. So no matter what you tell them, and no matter how much proof you bring to them, Andrew Holness said the other day, we're going to segue out of this, because we beat this enough for the morning. Let this be what it is, okay? Let me close off by saying this, though. To Sha, she's in the comments as Crypto Queen or something. To her, this platform is always available to you. This platform is always available to you. Come speak your truth. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to actually warn you to be super careful. Because when you say certain things about people that they really didn't want the world to know, they will literally go above and beyond to make sure that they harm you physically. So you need to be super careful. All right. People like me already well power and super careful anyway. So, but you need to be super careful. And to any other party involved, including Sikka, stand in your truth. And if you feel like any lies were told on you, then this platform is available to you too. Send your truth forward. And the same way how I highlight hers, I will highlight yours, right? This is not a biased thing. This is not a one-side thing. Same thing. But I do wish safety. I do wish safety and healing. Because holy pa healing of go on in there, so I do wish safety and healing on all sides. All right? And we still here. Segue into this. SouFLo, y'all gonna make me choke for my breakfast with the baby. With the baby something. I saw them stare. It's just like us here trying to do the work, trying to get people to donate and help those in need a yard. And we have people who literally watch the people them going through hell. Watch the people them going through hell, you know. I said, Andrew Holness said that they asked him about the food, right? They asked him about what about all the food supply that came in that was given to the country through donations. All the many, how much Daryl Vybz said, 300 and something jets, 300 and something cargo plane load and whatever. The man said he's working on a strategy to get it distributed in an orderly manner. I him said so, I know me. And they asked, how are you going to do it? He was having a press conference or he was speaking at one of these conferences. How are you going to do it? And he said, we're probably going to come up with like a voucher system where distribution points will be allocated and we will stock those distribution points and people can get their vouchers and then they will go to these locations and they will, somebody take that information there straight from how the Prime Minister said it. I bring it back over here, so. Me say the same thing when him said. Me turn liar. This is what SouFLoTV over there running with him propaganda self. I said the Prime Minister said it. You can go hear him say it. Prime Minister never said nothing like that. And that him said. And then when I play the video of him saying it, hear them. Well, I know that him mean. Wait. I know that him say. Then when me show you him I say it, I know that him mean. So now you're going to tell me what him mean. Because him look like him not even know what him mean, but you know what him mean, right? Right. These people are weird. Okay? A lot of our people are weird as hell. So I found out that what them like, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Nothing. Nothing. I know that him mean. Ah, boy. Anyway, I'm going to give you a message from the Prime Minister because apparently help is on the way. You know, they put out a headline the other day that says the government of Jamaica has spent $290-something million dollars on food packages that were distributed to the people who need food. Man, you know, this is after half a week of them saying none of that money has been touched. Half a week to a week, them come back and say 295 million has been spent so far. I mean, say keep your eye on the money. So that's, if some of you are confused, that's why we're talking like this. 1 week after them say, 1 week after they said none of the money has been touched, they're back to say 295 million of it was spent on food. Food packages that were distributed. So me did want like me Westmoreland and me St. Elizabeth people them and me, and I see people in the comment section of that video actually defending him. I don't know, as some Prime Minister now do nothing. Hello. Your Prime Minister tell me 1 week ago said none of the money was spent. In a 1 week, them spent 295 million to give out food. So what happened to all of the 350 something cargo plane load were landing in Jamaica with food, aid, that was not distributed yet because we were waiting on him to come up with his voucher system to get the food distributed in an orderly manner. Remember, he was supposed to allocate these points, places where distribution points where the people would collect their vouchers and go. See how many I use for them word? Would collect their vouchers and go to these distribution points and get the stuff they need. Right. One to all the food that were supposed to stop those. We know them come in because he admitted that they came in. Vybz also admitted that they came in. Where did y'all spend $290-something million to buy food from? Who wanna buy that from? And still not distribute the food that if you distribute yet. Oh, but SouFLo asked some question where him shouldn't have asked them question there. Because him a PMP, you know. Like a PMP boy. I swear. I'm sorry, man, but you can't run that round just anybody's head. If you miss what I just said just now, then maybe, I mean, I know we don't all reason at the same level, but that's common sense. They told us a week ago, none of the money was spent yet. Them come back a week later, say, almost 300 million was spent on food that was distributed in food packages to the people in these areas where needed food. What happened to the 350 plus plane load of pallets of food? Where is the distribution? Where are the distribution points? Who get them voucher yet? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I think I'm doing fine, thank you.
You think you're doing fine? You shouldn't. I hope you're doing fine.
Yeah, I hope so too. I know you are doing fine.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Yes, so these people are not listening. And the next thing is, he can do anything he wants because we Jamaicans abroad, Jamaican desperate, or whatever the word is, that is abroad, we will send them things. Other people will give them. So they don't care what he does with the money. And maybe you are speaking English, but the Prime Minister is speaking Spanish or Arabic or some other language. So I don't know who they are not understanding.
What's amazing to me is the fact that things are being said right in front of us and nobody is taking the time to say that can't be real because you said something different just a few days ago. Everybody is just rolling with what is being said. Now, me telling the people them to keep their eye on the money, if everybody is willing to just roll with what's being said, Jamaica is about to be strapped with a hell of a debt that the people are going to pay back. And and while they're paying it back and they're crying about having to pay it back, those who manage this money and manage to put enough of it into their pockets, they'll be living high off the hog and they'll be chilling, laughing and relaxing.
And that's how it is. They can live in this squalor and big people can live in paradise. That's it.
Because people are not
and we will give them. You will call out for help and people from America, Scotland, Wales, Sweden, Australia, Brazil will come in and help them. And the Jamaicans abroad will help them. And then they cuss us. Yeah.
You know, yeah, we have a problem. Anyway.
But I hope you got my letter, SouFLo.
I think I did. And you know what? Did you start it out by saying, I hope you read your email sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay, I have it right here.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what?
And I'm the one who send you messages in large captions.
Well, okay. when I got the letter and I opened it and read it, I put it right next to the computer. And I said, the next time she asks, I hope you got the letter, I'm going to say what I just said. Were you the one that started it with, I hope you read your email read your email sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, my friend.
You're welcome.
All right, one love.
Take care. All right, yeah.
All right. She been asking about that letter, and I hope you got that letter for the longest. We got the letter. The Grinch who stole Christmas, packeted by someone. Okay, look. This one more I want to talk to him about right here. I'm going to need y'all to just listen. Won't be too long. So, this is about the distribution of home repair. When I know some of the people them house blow down, whose house didn't blow down, piece of them house missing or the roof is missing or something like that. A lot of people who went through this hurricane and lost pieces of their property, if not all of their house, they are... a lot of them don't have the finances to put their stuff back together again, right? So the government is putting together ways that they can assist, helping citizens to put their houses back together again. I said that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because a lot of people were worried and said, boy, if them not help the people them who can't afford, like didn't have home insurance and all this, some people are going to never fix them house. Here's an update for everybody. The distribution of home repair grants will begin in January. And this is according to the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness. The distribution of home repair grants will begin January of 2026. You know me. Sometimes I'm a bit skeptical, so I was like, damn, January 2026. The storm gone about 7 weeks now. About 7 weeks now, not true? And then I have to wait till January 26 or January of 2026 to get some help. Don't know when in January, but sometime in January of 2026. The good thing about this is, even though it is so delayed, that grants are like given money. The amount of the grant is probably going to be something to talk about because it probably can't do much or nothing when it actually comes down to it. But we'll get to that. He said that we're trying to get that assessment process done very quickly, because I know some who have been out there and them wet up and sun come and burn you and you are just frustrated and tired out. I understand. So we are going to try and move quickly. This is your Prime Minister talking. So we are going to try and move quickly. Imagine saying this to somebody who has been, where Prime Minister said? I understand there. I know some of you out there have been wet up and sun come and burn you and you are just frustrated and tired out. Imagine telling somebody who's been going through that for 7-8 weeks, going on 8 weeks, that you're gonna try and move quickly. We just have to do the proper assessments, but we're trying to move quickly as possible. So early January, we will start to now give out grants. Andrew Holness assured during his Christmas, hold on, let me go through this. He said during his Prime Minister's Christmas treat in Petersfield, in Westmoreland last Saturday, as he outlined the various steps that are being taken to help the residents recover from Hurricane Melissa. He urged those who sought shelter at Petersfield High School to cooperate and take advantage of the other options that are being provided. The shelter is expected to wind up operations by the end of this month, December. They're closing it down. So I asked wifey yesterday, because Petersfield and Westmoreland, fair place, right? So I asked her, I said, what people them are going to do that live in these shelters, the schools? Because surely they want the schools reopened again, understood. But are the people going to, do they have another location to put the people at? The Prime Minister said he wants the schools opened, so they are closing down by the end of December to prepare the school for January opening. One of the options included providing land and housing for those who have neither, because of the impact, for those who have none, either because of the impact of the Category 5 storm that slammed into sections of the country on October 28th. October 28th to November 28th is 1 month. November 28th to December 16th, we are a week away from 2 months ago. One of the options includes providing land and housing for those who have neither because of the official, something me are reading up and they made this kind of grammatic error. Anyways, basically saying for the people them who won't have anywhere to go, one of the options the government is looking at is providing house and land for the people who have none. Some of you are saying, well, this is an opportunity for the government to find a piece of land for me and give me a house. This is Andrew Holness talking. He said, well, we are looking into the possibilities and we're trying to find land and other areas where we could find solutions. But whatever category you are finding yourself in, I want to say to you today that the government is sensitive. The government is caring, and we will work with you to find a solution that puts you in a better position than you are in today. This is the Prime Minister as he assured the thousands of people who were gathered here. Some residents were left upset because they were told by Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie during a visit to the shelter on December 4th that that facility will have to be closed down end of December. Well, the Prime Minister just tell you the same thing too. It will close down by the end of this month. On Saturday was just gone, Andrew Holness said that he had dispatched several times Mackenzie along with the team from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security to sit with residents and tailor solutions as needed and were possible. Among the group, they are of particular concern about elderly people who have lost their homes. Some of them may have been shut in before. There is nowhere else for them to go. There is a particular solution that was discussed with Minister Mackenzie, which we will put into motion, the Prime Minister said. He never said what that is. He also outlined plans for other groups and urged them to work with the system that they have put in place. There are some people here who were paying rent before. Now it gets tricky. There are some people here who were paying rent before. The hurricane come, the house flattened, and the landlord took the opportunity to say to them, don't bother come back here. In other words, what your Prime Minister is saying is, somehow did I live in a people place and your rent back up to God know when. You know when some people go on like them want to fight landlord, because the landlord mustn't get paid. And me pay you when me get it. And right now nothing go on for me, so I say one bag of drama. Some of these landlords look like they were happy when Hurricane Melissa flat down the place, because now they had the opportunity to tell you, say, the house flat. Nobody come back around here. Go on. He said, we know that. So we have asked the Ministry of Local Government to sit with you too. There is a particular plan for that as well. If you fall into that category, work with the social workers and we will assist you. I'm not going into the details here because I'm sure you know what was offered and what was discussed, he said. So we out there don't know. He also spoke of assistance to Jamaicans who need to repair their property. It is an opportunity now for the government to offer you some support. Some people are able to go back to where they were, and we can help you to rebuild. When people's minds, where people's minds are at now, they want their roof back. They want their own house back. We're moving from the relief phase of this recovery phase. We're moving from the relief phase to the recovery phase. That is where the government comes in, because hear him now. We are moving, when you walk with words, no man, we're moving from the relief phase to the recovery phase. And this is where the government comes in. Shouldn't the government have been in the relief phase? The man said we have moved from the relief phase to the recovery phase, and this is where the government comes in. Because while everybody can come and drop off a package, very few people have the capability to come and fix your roof. So, why do I feel like this feels so condescending again? Anybody can come drop off a package and give you food. But remember who fix your roof. In his own words, it says, where people's minds are at now, they want their roof, They want their house. We're moving from a relief phase to the recovery phase. That is where the government comes in, because while everybody can come and drop off a package, very few people have the capability to come and fix your roof. The government's role then shifts into how we can help you to get your roof up, is what the Prime Minister said. So, for those of you who are looking for some help from the grants that will be handed or starting to give out, it will start sometime in January. I'm guessing that you will have to show ownership of your dwellings, ownership of your land, in order to access these grants, because they're not going to give you a grant to go build back on capture land. And it is in this delicate phase right here where some people are going to get caught up in possibly losing their land. Some people, it wasn't their land, let's be fair. You know, because you squatted on it forever don't mean it's yours. But I mean, if you've been paying your land taxes for the longest, then it probably is yours, right? And you should have a title. But this is where they're going to neatly move people around. Who did a rent place where blow away? Obviously, you can't go back there, so you have to go find a next place rent, or the landlord, not landlord, but the government's going to help you. I think this is where the container homes are going to come in. And remember when the Prime Minister said they're going to make community out of the container homes? So we're going to have like a whole shipping container village kind of something. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing, but I do know that those container homes are better looking and more sturdy than a lot of houses that I did see. And this was before the hurricane. So again, we had this conversation before. If they are anchored down properly and they are put together properly, then they should be tested to withstand a hurricane category 5. Because the last thing we want is to create a full community of container homes. Can you imagine we get hit with a category 5 anytime soon again, and container homes flying in the air everywhere? Right. So as long as they're put together to certain specifications, then hey, this was a mixed message for me. We're moving from the to the recovery phase, and this is where the government comes in. Because while anybody can come give you a food package, very few people are capable of fixing your roof. So you better remember who fix your roof. There's a law that permits that. Been busy looking at land titles for weeks instead of feed the needy. Yeah. So I know that they're going to be asking for land titles. And recently, the land title, or the title people them handed out, I believe it was 14, I don't want to lie. I saw one number that said 700 land titles were handed out. And then I saw another one that said 4,000 land titles were handed out. I don't know if the 4,000 one is true. Let me go and look real quick to up-to-date us on how many land titles were handed out recently. Now, again, people applaud it. People are getting their land titles. But here's the thing. It's not like people haven't applied for their land titles before. People applied. But the entity that gives out land titles in Jamaica is used in a political manner. And I'll give you an example. Go back and look at the election when the election was called, right? Because every time you say something, there's a bag of people around to say, Lord, SouFLo, you're so negative. Storm come and wash away the place. And now, we're not going to ask the people them who stuff get washed away to present certain things when half of them can't even find them body. All that stuff should be on record anyways already. they should be able to come down to our office and get a copy, a replica of, right? And for the people who did apply for, and it took them forever to get these people their land title in their hand, they used it as a political ploy. Anytime election come around, them give out land title like crazy, and then them say, we are the party that is making sure that people have ownership of their land you can pass on from generation to generation. So we just handed out 1,000 land titles over there, and next week we're handing out another 1,000 land titles over there. It's something them do all the time. And then as soon as election run off, 1 and 2 people get a land title, and everybody else is like, John no star, me I wait for my land title to come, but I applied for it, but it not come. It's taken forever to come. So it's not that the people was careless and didn't apply for it. A lot of people did apply for it. Now, if you go to them and them tell you, say, I don't have any record of you in the system, and you don't have no land title for that piece of land that you're on, you know what's about to happen, right? There goes your family land. There goes your family land. Your family land gone. And it's about to happen right now. It's about to happen right now. A lot of people are going to be mad, but there ain't nothing they could do about it, because if you don't have that paperwork in your hand, I'm not no expert, so I can't tell you what to do about it. But I know that it's about to happen right now. Alan Breeze says, my family has been paying taxes for our land for decades, more than a century, and we still can't get our title. That may I talk about. And thank you for being somebody to say that, because when people listen to us, there are always the skeptics and always the ones, SouFLo lie. Who him know we apply for land title, we never get it. The land title office is very expedient. You apply this week, you get it by next week. You know what I'm starting to notice? I'm starting to notice that a lot of Jamaicans who support certain things that are not necessarily beneficial to the bottom half of Jamaicans, I realize that they live overseas. They don't even live in Jamaica. And the truth of the matter is they live overseas because that's where them want there, because that's where they feel like they have something. Because if they were back in Jamaica, they would be a part of the bottom half. So them just dep on social media say anything. And people take it as approval, and people take it as these are people that are in Jamaica, that's on the ground, that's supporting the Prime Minister, and everything is right. And they're not. They're not. SouFLo land title is not the only form of ownership in Jamaica. Well, my phone number is pinned at the top of the chat. So, Summer, you can call the number and educate us, because we're always open for education. Land title is not the only form of ownership in Jamaica. So tell us about the other forms of ownership then. I mean, call him man and spend a little 2 minutes and just tell us about the other. We don't bite. Tell us about the other forms of ownership. I am willing, I want to know. But Lulu are true. Everything blow away. Some of the people them can't find them body. Literally. Everything blow away and mash up. I saw a brother go get food. At a time when they said that this is a lie, that the people are telling lies who are saying this because nobody is asking for ID. The brother video himself, walk, go all the way out to where one helicopter did land. Him go out there, turn up in a line. People up front start tell him, say, you better make sure say you have your ID, because them are ask the ID if you get if food, the care package them. He say, you sure? They say, yes. He come out of the line, he walk, go back home. In video, you know, the whole way, you know. Walk, go back home. In video himself, I search up the house. In the man say, see the roof gone. The whole like something them in here mix up. Me can't find nothing in here. I don't know how they expect if you find ID or ID wash away. And he found some old something. I forgot what it was. And he pick it up and him say, me hope this work, cause I hunger, this me have. And him video himself go back over there again. And he stood in the line. And by the time he got to the front of the line, the supplies were done. And then him said to the camera, say, you see this? Now, me glad say the people them who get the food. Cause people like me who young, and we can go walk about and look. I driver's license, I want old driver's license him did fine, right? Yes, an old driver's license. Thank you. So me know say I know me alone see it. Alright. Cause them people there always say we are lie and make up stuff. The brother said I'm glad said the people them who get the food, a lot of them were like elderly people who can't go far and all that. And him say as much as him did want get it for himself. And then he walked on because it looked like the helicopter they dropped something way over so as they were taking off. And him say man, him friend them I go walk go over there go see if then they drop some. I package them what them did have. Maybe them can get something out of that. And then walk on when them go over there, nothing. And then him said, no, I'm have to go walk home. And the whole time he walking up and down and back and forth. And I said to myself, say, damn, you know how much energy you burn walking that far and that much? If him never hungry before, him hungry to rotted now. And him not even get a care package. And yet still him say him happy that the people who got it. Because a lot of them were elderly people who can't really traverse out of the community if you go get it. So them have all kind of roadblock in place. For people them. Seeing? But yeah. I wanted the person who was talking about the land ownership or the deed or whatever. When the person, what did I say? Land own title is not the only ownership. Summer me want you call in, please. There is deed of gift. There's facilities of title. There is sales agreements. And there is probate will. And there is administration, etc. Okay. So each one of these will be, how would you say it now? Each one of these is going to be basically something that can be disputed, right? Yeah, because probate will. A probate will basically would mean what? There's something that's tied up in a will. If you don't have that, because nobody never put you in the will for the land. Sales agreement. If your family been on that land since 1924, good luck finding your sales agreement. Wells, facilities of title, and deed of gift. I understand what you're saying. I got you. There are other ways, but let's see. Let's see how many people can find all those things. But thank you for that, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, the youth that was doing the whole heap of walking, man. I said the same thing to Be Cryptic. I said, God bless the youth here, because his heart was so pure, He was like, well, me never get nothing. But my friend them not get nothing neither, but me glad to the people them who get it, because and he was also saying that they won't be back again until next week. So they have to go wait till next week to get food or care package again. And they were asking for ID. And at the same time, while they were telling us that they're asking for ID and the youth video and show with everything, they put in the paper, it's a lie. People are making stuff up. Nobody is asking for ID for help. So I can bet when they start, them now will just cut grant give you so. You're going to have to prove ownership of where you're going to be using that money to build back. If at your place, because like I said, they're not going to be paying for you to continue to live on squatters' land or squatters' property. Now the proof of ownership becomes something of significant importance where you could end up being displaced. Just hold out and you will see. Quite a few people are about to be displaced. Quite a few. And I bet you, wait till January come. You're not going to hear the noise. Because you know how Jamaican people stay already, right? And mama give me this Alania. For me great grandmama dead pan this Alania, she buried right there. So you can imagine your grandparents, your great grandparents, your great grandparents' parents buried on the same land. You know, some we have like with family plot, right? Can you imagine the whole of your people them buried on the land, but the house blow down, and them come tell you, say, you're gonna have to leave here because we don't have no record of you owning this land. You can't take your grandparents and great grandparents with you. They're probably gonna bulldoze those graves and pave over them and build other things. That's traumatic. Kind of like what was done to the Indians in the United States of America. There are lots of places here that are paved over, ancestral land with their ancestors' bodies buried under these lands, where now sits hotels and highways and all that other kind of stuff, and move them over there to a reservation. Right. Another video come out with the people them give them ID, LOL, somebody zoom in on the ID after them say a lie. Because they lie. And because the people who believe them will believe them no matter what them tell them say. Even when us Jamaicans take video and video proof it, them still say a lie. A lie, man, I probably gonna plan up and make that up on an AI. And not true. It's AI. That would be traumatic. If they move you off a land that has your great-grandparents buried there and your great-grandparents' parents buried there. Some people have them great-grandparents, them grandparents, them parents buried there. And them I get ready to get buried there too, because you get old and at some point you don't pick out for your little plot already and tell your family, say, if nothing happened to me, just make sure say, lay me down next to mama. And them all come take it away. They're coming to take it. They can't say it the way I'm saying it, but they're coming to take it. I feel bad for those people. Some people don't have nobody buried anywhere. They'll be able to get up and move. And them all say, thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for your little piece of land where you give it over here, so with a little piece of house on it. We appreciate it greatly, sir. And they'll be okay. But for those who want to stay and are going to be told they have to leave, and they're taking over their land, it's going to be traumatic for them. It's going to be traumatic for them. And it's about to happen soon. You'll see. Come January, watch and see. I don't know when in January, because the Prime Minister said come January, sometime early January, they will start to give out the grants. It is in the same time he's talking about who did a pay rent and the place blow away. You in a one special category. That means that you not get no land, because a rent you did a pay. But we're going to try to help you to get somewhere to live. Remember, he said that some of the containers, they're going to be charging rent for them. You see, people don't be following these conversations. He said they're going to set up communities. He said some of the containers, they're going to be charging rent for them. And then some of them are supposed to go to people who have no house. But him never said for free. What you say? What will happen if all that is destroyed, sweep off by flooding waters? If all of your land, if all of your, like your ancestors' graves and stuff, all of your ancestors' graves and stuff. Me not listen to nobody in the comment section where I talk about you're confused or anything. You can call in A lot of y'all are not even brave enough to call in. You're scared because you know you type foolishness in the comment section and you can't back it up. If you can't back up what you're saying, then of course you're scared to call in. And you think it's okay to just type it and leave it in the comments. But it will help better if you call in. I'm somebody who is always ready to be educated. I never say I know everything, right? I share the little I know, and I expect for others to share with me what they know. So if you know better than me, or if you think I'm confused or may I get it wrong, call in. Call in and set me straight. What B Cryptic said, the same containers. Those containers were supposed to be given for free though. Those containers were supposed to be given for free. And they're going to be rented. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
This is my dream.
Manners and respect, sir. Talk to it.
I mean, if you know, yeah, man. Look at the call. There.
Saying, talk to it now.
A lot of things where you say people not gonna want understand say are facts because them just shadow minded.
Saying.
But the reality is that this what happened it already in place from years ago. You see, I don't really know how to address this situation, family. But I can just give my 2 cents on a lot of things where people kind of don't really pay attention. But I just give my 2 cents. I can't give everything on hurricane, but I give my 2 cents and you tell me what you relate to.
Saying.
So, you see, people understand that Jamaica started fall from 2007, you know.
From 2007. Talk to it.
Yeah. All right. So, as I used to grow in the street and see how the country used to run, you have 2 parts around Jamaica. None of them are perfect. But you have one where literally take from the poor. Real bad. Not the poor, they say. Them are take from them. And I'll give you an example. So, before the part where we know in a power, Jamaica never perfect, but you never unperfect.
Saying.
So, it's even the same dance song where you see, right? Jamaica used to keep dance till the morning, and people used to eat and make a little money. The same Jamaica, you know, sorry. Listen to what I say. You know, sir, Jamaica sing them one tell the people them. Did you know that?
Yeah, but why you tell me how? Because
all right.
chain a conversation.
All right. So here we go. Before they bring out I'll show you the stages of dictatorship they start from. Them start from in the streets. And tell people them say them are gonna lock up the dance them 2 o'clock. Knowing say the said people them now look funny to say majority of the people them get up people them eat them food after 2 o'clock, like late night taxi, soup man, jerk chicken. They vote for the government lock off the dance 2 o'clock. And them same one complain about the dance them a lock off. And that starts from 07. So automatically them start cut them bread basket there, so. Yeah, because if a man tell you them a lock off the dance 2 o'clock, how you vote for a system where I'm gonna take away your privilege of hustling, dance, jerk chicken, soup, man, I still vote.
Yeah.
So them put themselves in the position where they're in. And then the said government now, we manipulate them even with the same. All right. Jamaicans them learn under discipline. Most of Jamaicans them successful because of disciplined parents and disciplined school.
Same.
The same system look upon them and tell them, say, here we go on. The same system that makes the Prime Minister who he is and the poor people them rich, the system come and say, you're going to take what discipline from in at school. No teacher cannot discipline the kids them anymore. Instead taking away discipline out of the school, I'm going to make Jamaicans and get extra done, implement the law. The same ghetto people then say, yeah man, I sure the right thing I do, which most of them ghetto you become successful because of disciplined teachers.
Right.
So take away the strength from the school because you realize a lot of people are coming out successfully because the teachers and the parents were on the same page. So when you take a discipline out of school, realize no more lawyers and doctors now will come up like how we used to get them. And every disciplined child have a story to tell. So boy, my mother did rough, my teacher did rough, so you know, we have to get certain education. So they attack them, take away the school privilege of strengthening the program. That's why after I feel the government I want to pay nobody, you know, because they take away the strength from the black people. And this kind of sound a bit selfish family. But I'm not gonna be biased. Most Jamaicans them, you cannot, if you take away the strength from the parents them, they become dunce. Naturally, for Jamaicans them, black people, all right. It's a slavery mentality, but the wrong to say, but every great black man can tell us them go through tribulation.
Right.
And no realize all the school them drop so far back. And finally escalate because they take away the strength from the teachers then. The same government to everybody I say, or the man actually take away the privilege of making lawyers and doctors again. Because you don't want the people in the the same thing. Alright, now show you what them do again. Same 90s youth, they would tell you say, if you don't have a subject, you have a skill though. I don't know if you remember that saying when you're growing up.
If you don't have a subject, you must have a skill.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Your parents used to tell us, yo, if you can't read, go learn plumbing, go learn,
yes.
Go learn this, go learn that.
But they used to have that in school though. Like woodwork and plumbing and all that was taught in school, you know.
But you have kids that naturally can't read, but trust me, hands on them very good.
That's true.
The system reverse it upon them and say, yo, go on. If you have to have skill, you have to have subject. Knowing that 90% of the people normally does hands on without reading.
Right.
So them take away the one and say, yo, if you can't read, you can go turn a ball. No, if you can turn a ball, you can't read. Naturally, some people cannot read, them the skill.
Right.
So automatically, them take them and push the poorer class aside because they know that some poor man just literally can't, but you can do electrical good, you can do carpentry good. Your mother used to say, yo, if you can't learn, go sit down with your uncle and go learn a trade. So automatically, them start push the poorer people and then implement the prison system more better because they know so once the poorer class become hungry, they're going to fight crime.
See.
A lot of little things we see where the system actually make the youth them believe are the right choices, but are the wrong choices. All right. Even election, I don't believe in no parties. Right? But them say PG are about the money. All right. Give and take, them about talk about that, right?
Right.
20 years later, them still are complaining about the money about the money. Not even looking about giving a different man a chance. Like, them after my father thief, so automatically me a thief. That fair to me?
No.
So I'm gonna get to take shame out of my eye if them constantly remind me of my father a thief. So basically them keep on blame the same PNP party said PG getting the money, but where was the money when they didn't know where PG didn't have power? None of them know that.
Right, and you know said during the election I was trying to explain that to somebody or to a lot of people who, you know, them they have it to say how long PNP did in a power and what did they do and XYZ and at the same thing again. And I was like, but the guy the guy who is there now, Mark Golding, he's not the same person who was in power back then and did the same. We're no business. We are stick to the evil.
And that is why you see what happened to Jamaicans and statement. All right.
Yeah.
And that's the way I scenario. Even the same dance thing where you see I go on now, right? Cartel come out of prison. I mean everyone going at that. Mastica attack about Cartel 10 years ago and people are beating up now like I see we have politics. Even if the man changed, they might try to justify say 15 years, 20 years ago.
Right.
Nobody knows when they repent, you know. They won't remember the worst because they don't want better.
True. And me always say this too, that people love to live in your past. But them know why you living after them past, you know. But them love living in your past though.
Can you imagine somebody I get up, I tell you, a prime minister will do something 1998 in a 2022? No, that is diabolically stupid to set back the country because they are trying to prove a point to a man of the country. Like the same man now, you have it on.
True.
That is so hypocritical. Like me say, me get up to myself, I want to be better for Jamaica, me going to join a party. You say, that man there about the money 30 years ago, so how me get to give the country a fair chance? Even though with all the same hurricane thing where you talk about.
Yeah.
The thing happened a month ago. And the Prime Minister don't even make a step. And people now look on it and say, well, with the artists, them the same dancehall music where them fight for ban every time where Kartel push a put which fight there, are the same people them where they must have to stand in prison, turn on and feed them. That is so bad. People them with a fight for and say foolishness. Even the people them where the 30 to 15 years come out and supply them. It's more than enough for you to look on it as this man showing in a power. Because if he cancel dancehall now, who would have helped them people at Westmoreland?
I don't know. Because it was the artist them that was out there and entrepreneur like Ramesh and them.
And them at the first step, and people might get up 10 years from now. You see what them do? Them tend to look forward for the hand in a jacket and don't look for the man that plain clothes. And that is how you get mistake for good from evil. And the man that play in a jacket will always manipulate you more than the man that regular clothes. And that is why them choose the jacket and tie over the regular man.
Yeah, that's what we were trained to do.
You get me, sir?
Yeah.
And it's same. Alright, I don't know. Alright, this is my 2 cents on politics. I think there's a system that was implemented years ago that no matter which party in power, you have to follow through with what you do. I think that is it. It's like a father laid down a set of things there, and even if anything you have to do for win, it doesn't matter. But once you win, you follow by the policy. I think that there's a system. That is why when this government in a power and treat the poor people like shit, and them still don't get it. All right, I'll give you an example. Other day, I want bad man place, right?
Yeah.
And it's like me I reason with some of the man. And when I reason with someone, I really realize that I'm not be little the ghetto, but I realize that the people them from here don't even see me than the ghetto, you know. And I tell you, family. The here man look for me and tell me, say, yo, no matter what, no matter which party in a labor right, all people suffer, labor right, me I vote for same. I look at me and say, this is how far the man see themselves. I have to join to myself and say, but when you see all the place around, the man them don't even pass the gateway of them community, bro.
Mentally,
me I tell you that, but then I hear the man attack and the man are different, and I say, mention, here we go on. Alright. There are so many things that happen in a COVID. When we think Jamaicans them with that whole accountable for this man here. I tell you, the ill treatment, the belittle, the beating, the take people, take them up, lock them up, charge them 50,000, give them only $10,000 for the 2 years. Whatever in a pandemic, and nobody not even see where the rest of money there, and nobody not asking where the rest of money will get for pandemic.
And when me
did, the man.
Hold on there. And when I did the video and I tracked the money there and found out how much money was given, Jamaica collected $745 million US for that. 745 million US for that.
Whoa.
Our government put together, under Andrew Holness, put together a relief program, and from that relief program, help small businesses, give out some money to other Jamaicans who needed it, and all that. It was only 200 and something million Jamaican, 200 and something million US dollars altogether they spent. And I did a video where I said I'm tracking that money, and roughly 500 million US dollars is missing. The people, some of them cost me. But that's factual.
No question that.
No account was given for the 500 million that went missing. And remember, I know in a COVID, we didn't have buildings. We didn't have buildings that were destroyed. Roofs need to be put back on. Road infrastructure tear up like how we do now with Hurricane Melissa. You understand? So the money could have more than share.
Yeah.
And our government, what they did was let me tell you one of the tricks that them do, bro. They will receive the money in American dollars. And when them talk to it in Jamaican dollars. So if you say we brought about the most robust recovery program this country has ever known. Hold on a second, watch this.
Yeah.
How much is 200 million US dollars in Jamaican dollars?
200 million United dollars equals 32 billion, 96 million, 560,000 Jamaican dollars.
All right. So when time them sound like this, and they said we brought about the most robust development redevelopment program this country has ever known, recovery program. We spent over 32 billion 965 million or 96. The people are like, wow, that's a lot of money. 32 billion. But the people them don't know say a 745 million US was there on the table, and that 32 plus billion that they're talking about was only 200 plus of that 700 and something million. I saw them trick we all the time, and because we don't look and ask questions, and those of us that look and ask questions is like a barrage of our own people ready for us cuss you out. We're not ungratefully, we don't never have nothing good to say yet. Give thanks, man, for the liquor where you get and keep it moving. All I'm trying to show you is 745 million minus 200 plus. Them skate gone with the rest of the money, just like that. Right in front of
sense are they both again, yeah.
Right in front of it.
Common sense are they both again. Jamaicans them don't think for themselves.
So that's why I'm saying now they must watch this money that just came in. I think we secured 6.7 billion so far, plus all the other hundreds of millions that's in the government fund. You have I Love Jamaica Telethon. I Love Jamaica Telethon. One of them telethon that brought in 65 million Jamaican dollars, 1.8 million US dollars. And then I'm going to do more of these telethons. And that money is specifically going into a government account for the recovery. So when that money add up on top of the billions where them have on the other side, somebody needs to be saying this much plus this much equal this much. Now, how much was spent on what and when was it spent? The accountability part of it.
Yeah.
The transparency part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, but them not doing that. Them not doing that, and the people are not demanding that.
All right, let me tell you what them do to the people them too. I'm figure it out. Back in Jamaica, you used to have two classes of people, rich and poor. They know you never have middle class.
You're straight rich and poor.
Yeah, that is why you could have a revelation.
You mean a revolution?
Yeah, that's it. Now, back in the days, I used to the whole Jamaica, they get revelation because it was just rich and poor. So the system go back to the drawing board and say, here we go on. To prevent revelation, we're going to make middle class. So once there's a middle class between rich and poor, it's hard to have a revelation now. Because the middle class can live between rich and poor, and the rich can live there. So it's still outside.
And that makes sense, bro. That makes sense because that makes perfect sense. Because I think a revolution, you look for saying that revelation, but it makes sense. It makes sense because if you look at our middle class people, majority of them, you will have those who side with the interests of the upper class.
Exactly.
Because they want to be associated with upper class so badly.
Upper class.
Yeah, like everybody pretends to them have. I don't even think a lot of Jamaicans understand what wealthy actually means. I don't think them really understand what rich mean. Like some of the people get a little bit of money and them feel like they're rich. I mean, can
That's
pay
the
the
middle
bills,
class.
me rich, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the people who are truly rich, when we talk financially, are truly rich, they scuff their noses up and look down at you. You're not even close to where they're at, right? If anything, you are the upper part or the middle part of middle class. And I could see you're right. I could see how they would use that to balance everything. Because of that same group of people.
That's why you don't have no, that is why the country don't go to like where you go back in the days.
Yes, yeah.
Because them go back to the drawing board and say this can't not get enough. But for make some people livable, but don't make them rich. Make them feel like them rich.
See.
When them still so it's hard now because me know I'm middle class. I said, brother, you know can't make it like me, man. You're not for rich. So keep him in my mind that's the truth.
Him just need to go one step up the ladder. Right.
Yes.
Right.
That is what them do. That is why you just never see. I tell you, would never see that happen again.
It makes sense.
Everything was already free. One thing about black man, they said they make a mistake one time, they might correct it. They might correct it. They will correct it. And then Jamaicans them think for themselves. Social media start them pay. Listen, man. If a man not tell you what to do, you not do it.
Same.
All right. You see the whole raise up here thing where them get the raise up here?
You talk about like the minimum wage increase?
We never talk for them people, they talk for the government.
Oh yes, okay. Yeah.
That was the biggest strategy ever. After them raise them pay, right? They make sure them get rid of the money and raise the pay. So you can't blame nobody again.
Which was Nigel Clark?
Yes. So you can't say nothing more. They just push him out fast. They clear the background.
He went on to a high position at IMF, you know.
He already know. The position did already get that a long time.
Same.
But he have to make a big move before he leave. And that was a big move and then he leave. So in a people's eyes, them say, man, make more than money than when I get paid for, but that was the move. That was make sure all a feel for them nights. And they on the level him they on now.
Talk about this to me. Glenmore Davis says a lot of you previously said that you didn't want the national ID, but now you same one want the free money when you're not on the record. Then you same one going to say government thief the money. I wish some of them people there would have called in. I'm busy up the line. When you say stuff,
national, what do you mean?
I don't know, but when you text stuff, sometimes a lot is lost in translation. Because somehow you think you know I get on a point across, but if you read your text, it not really hit. I think what she was trying to say is enough away did I say when I want the needs something come in, but now you're gonna need it to get the money or something like that. Or it will identify who needs the money versus who doesn't need the money.
All right, so yes, me I tell you say it boil down to dunce now. Because if you hungry, what you gonna do? You tell a hungry man say if I forget the ID, forget food. What am supposed to do in right now? We didn't have nothing to eat. Me hungry right now, and somebody say me need the ID to get food. I'm never gonna get the ID.
Hold on, then. I'll free up that. Wrap up what you say for me, brother, and free up the line so other people can call in.
All right, but overall, let me say, they need to check the history at this government. I'm not talking about who rob up the money and because they said this party is always show up quick and fast. Party already have a plaque where they have to follow the rules. Poor people suffer and the rich are right. One example, you remember them trim the Rasta girl what there?
Yeah, Izinga.
You remember that's them trim the Rasta girl? Yeah?
Izinga, yes.
Which party about history of trimming Rastafarian?
The same party.
So I know that there's a plaque, and there's a plaque where you have to follow the rules. So if people remember, to me, there's a system where you have to follow once you win election. And no matter what you do, you can't tell the people them anything, but once you win, you have to follow the policy. The poor have to remain poor and be oppressed, and you have to understand there's a dictatorship party from ever since. Madness them deal with. I mean, none of talking about this. If PMP in power, regardless to them, PMP tend to be more supportive of the poor. I tell you that. I not try to divide the country. But people need to check the history.
Same.
That is why Rastafari never go with a party where trim them. I always believe in a Rasta, you know. Rasta don't make bad choices, you know. I'm ever seen Rasta have the most knowledge back in the days, you know. I left it there saying.
All right.
You see me? They need to get them things settled. They need to pay attention to this man now.
All right, Manas.
All right, I'm gonna tell you one thing before we go here.
Yeah.
90% of them now get by the land because they never did pay a tax.
Because they never did pay a tax.
All right. I'm gonna say one thing to you. I'm not going to politics. You know why I'm raising property tax? Do you know why I'm raising property tax?
Tell me now.
Because my wife in a house is in a real estate, that the argument done, I left right there, so she benefit the most.
All right. Manas.
All right. Yeah.
The brother was never going to be done. Me literally give the man about 30 minutes to talk. He was never going to be done. He said, I'm going to tell you one more thing. I'm going to say one more something, I'm going to left it right, that's all. And then, all right, I have one more something to say, and then I'm going to left it right, that's all. And this is what I say, and then we done talk. And he's always wrapping up and never wrapping up. But he said a lot. When I was going to school, they had them have wood workshop. They have plumbing used to be taught too. And I forget what else used to be taught. Masonry used to be taught as well. So the youth them used to come out of school with, you either was one of the bookworm people them who ended up with scholarship to go study academically, or you ended up going off into a trade. I think that all that stuff was removed from our system anyways. Anyway, so they got him to push their pay through before he leaves. Yes. Yeah. I agree. Enough people now get back their land. We're about to see. We're about to see. But what I can tell you that's about to happen is anyhow the people them now get back them land, you're gonna hear beer noise, because Jamaican people now gonna go quietly. But when you hear the noise, just remember, so we told you that the noise was coming, because we can see the player come from a mile away. I'm still stuck on, and I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, and I don't want to say somebody harnessed or something there and send it that way there. And I don't want to say Philly government didn't have a plan in it to know what did I go. I don't want to say any of that stuff. I say it enough, but I don't want to say it. But we saw this coming from a mile away. Shakira, wifey, I showed me yesterday, right? These videos from out of Westmoreland. Now, I look at all that picture of them and stuff on video, and I said, damn, one thing I noticed was a lot of those people were living on beachfront property. Somebody put it in the comment section earlier and said the government see beachfront property. And not just the government, outside investors see beachfront property. Me people, let me tell you something. Sometimes these people come at Jamaica and take helicopter ride and scope and fly drone and scope out your place from above the place. Fly the drone over the place and look, and go up in a helicopter and fly past and look, and then they go sit in round tables and have conversations with big investors. What we can do with this 20-mile stretch of beachland right here. So, and your government is saying to them, and they're saying, hey, let's beautify Jamaica, because that's how it usually sounds, right? Hey, let's beautify Jamaica. Let's bring Jamaica into the new century, you know? Let's do some modern housing and stuff. Do you know what it would look like to have condos and high-rise condos and hotels and even a new airport right here? A lot of money to be made here. All the while, the people been living on that land. And you wake up in the morning, me there Jamaica see it personally. Me I drive through Jamaica more time, especially Westmoreland, where I've fallen in love with. I'm gonna reach some areas And I'm just driving and saying to myself, I even say to her when she's in the car, I say, babe, I think them people that really know, say a paradise them living up. Because you know when you live somewhere too long, your whole life, and that's how you experience all your struggles, right? So you're like, man, I can't wait for left yourself. I can't wait to get papers to go foreign. I talk about, watch people while I'm there. For instance, the place where the restaurant, family-owned restaurant place where I pulled up early in the morning, jumped out, jump into the water, swim, and we go inside to go look, and it said they weren't open yet, but the people them did in there. I met them prep for open for the day. So the lady come out and say, we're not open yet for business, but did you want something? And we said, boy, we did want some breakfast, but we're not open yet. She said, well, whatever you want, you can order it still, and I will make sure it's prepared for you the way you like it. And the first thing we think is, Jesus Christ, we can't get this a foreign. Which part in America you can go? I tell Jamaica all the stuff we're not going to miss because it's going gone. Because them are going to run it like foreign. You ain't opening no friggin' restaurant in America. You're not pulling up to no restaurant before they open, and you swimming in the back, and you go up front and tell them one long list of something where them make for you, and then when them open, it will be ready. It's not so it go. Them open at 9 o'clock, business will be starting at 9. You can come in when we're open. Not Jamaica, it's different, right? Just that feel alone. So while I'm there, we order, I believe it was peanut porridge or cornmeal porridge. I think I did peanut porridge. Peanut porridge. Me order callaloo. Me order roast breadfruit fry over. Me order brown stew chicken. Me order a morning, This is morning time. We order a bunch of stuff for eat. The kids them eat funny. My children them not eat just anything, so we have to get brown stew chicken with rice and peas and something. The lady said, go and go swim and enjoy yourself with your family, and then we'll call you when your food ready. Of course, by the time the food ready, it was a while, but to give it time for chill out in the beach, upon the beach and water and stuff. Private piece of beach, or one Rasta youth did there, which is actually a family, parents own the place. And him up on the beach, I run up and down, I get him early morning exercise and stuff. While I'm there, you see people them will live right across the street. Me see people them just come down early morning, douche, dive in the water, swim, come out, gone back at them yard, not even towel or nothing. Come down, dive in a pristine water, beautiful white sand, or the sand is like not really white, but it's really clear, and the water is pretty right there. And while I'm there, I'm looking at it as an outsider. Me an outsider, but me I look at it like outsider. Me I look at it like investor. My mind get corrupt, I'm trying to think how they would think. And the first thing I said is, I would definitely try to remove these people off of their land. Because who wouldn't give to own this? And again, me I said, yeah, them I live through with dream, Because the husband and wife couple will own this. And then their son, I look on their son and I say, I wonder if him know what his parents have. Boy, I hope you stay in there and learn the business, and because this right here will pay you for life. This is a gold mine sitting right here. You think them not look on that and see that long time? They've been looking at that and seen that long time. This long stretch of pretty beach with all them rotted wood house in here. An old house will look like it a broke down. A house will look like it there from God know when. They want all of those gone. They want all of them gone so them can build up what them want build up on the beach there, and then they can capitalize off of it. And I've been telling Jamaica people this for years, that they're coming for your land, man. And it's not just your Jamaican government that's coming for your land. Whatever government is in power is going to be working with the people who have the money. And outside the investors, that's their job. That's what they do. They go places, they look, they see what can be developed. They pitch ideas to your government, and your government can get a cut of that money there, work with it. And they're coming for it. They're coming for it. Whether you like it or not, them are come for it. I guarantee you, 50 years from now, not even go 50, 10, 15 years from now, when you look at certain places where you just see bush and beach in Jamaica, pristine beach, because you know some place we have, right? When we are drive, we just pull over and just jump in our water, because nobody don't own it. But people go clean it up and everything, you know. But nobody don't own it. I guarantee you 10, 15 years from now, when you go back, there'll be a fence there. You have to pay a fee for going, and you're going to have to be a member of that place, like you rent a place there and you're staying there on vacation, and it's only available to the people them who can afford that come there. Other than that, you have to go drive past all them places where you used to pull up and just jump in. And when me there at Jamaica, I say me travel in a swim clothes. Especially when I'm down Westmoreland side, me travel in swim clothes, because me I jump in some water somewhere. Because there's so much water to jump in. There's so much clean, nice, warm, pretty beach. They want it. They want it. If you see the little what them have already, and a lot that they've done with the little they have already, what makes you think they don't want to continue to expand and expand and expand? That's why I've been telling us, yo, I don't know. Look how long I'm telling you. Get with your people. Try get the property paperwork together. Try make sure the affairs are in order, because they come in. I've been saying that for years now. I think I've been saying that for like 9 years now. I've been saying that right here. Get the property paperwork ready, because they come in. They come in. And them want it. And we take it for nothing, you know, because I feel it. Because we grow up on it. Because we traumatize over it. Because this is summer we get with bad memories. I'm not going back there. I've had so many people tell me here, SouFlo, my father dead left how much the acre land. Me go Jamaica one time. And the way how me and my family did argue, me just left it. Me gone back to England. Me stay over here. Me peaceful. And I'm like, oh, you gave up so easily? You gave up so easily? Do you know what they're going to do because it was left to you? And you can prove say it was left to you because you alone have the paperwork. And now in a relationship strain. But you plan say you now go back to Jamaica. You know what they're going to do with that? It's not going to just stay there. It's not going to just stay there. Go back there in a few years and look and see. Your family won't be there either after a while. That land is going to be developed. You're going to pass it and say, you know, so my father did left that give me when you drive past it and can't go over there. Enough people run the gun and left them things. Enough of we are undervalue what we have. When I saw places in Jamaica that I thought, nobody would know I live around here anyway. This are like country bush way up in the city. And I say how much the millions of US dollars then did I ask feet. I told y'all before. If you don't believe me, go and look at Coldwell Banker. Just Google Coldwell Banker, Jamaica, property for sale. Go on. You're gonna see just a chop off a piece of beachfront. Just a chop off a little piece with a piece of land back it. Watch the price them. Friend, we're talking about lands that movie star money and Hollywood money and Shaquille O'Neal money and them kind of money that you need to buy it. It's not even being sold to like regular people. I talk about like 90 million US, 70 million US, 55 million US. We're seeing it now. We're seeing it now. So yes, a lot of people are going to get displaced. A lot of people are going to lose their land. A lot of people are going to end up where they never want to end up. And that's because a lot of them don't have no claim to the land. The caller said that some of these people were not paying. Some of these people were not paying their taxes for how many years? I don't know if the government will. If somebody is in here that's a real estate expert, it would be nice. I don't know if the government in Jamaica is going to allow the people them to like, okay, if them say to you, say, 1.5 million is due. And if you can pay that up, you can keep the land. Are they going to do it like that and give these people a chance to keep their property, or them just going to take it? Don't know. But come January, in those areas where the place wash away and mash up, we about to see. Anybody who can prove, say, them depend for them land, you're gonna be displaced. You're going to go where they put you. That's why you have the Prime Minister out right now saying just cooperate. Just cooperate now. Nobody come with your knives, friend. Just cooperate. Pack your things and get ready to move. Yeah. Exactly, SouFLo. I will never sell my 12 acres. That is what I said 7 years ago when my dad died. And my parents, my paperwork is intact. Educated myself over the years. Make no mistake. A Chinese approached me. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. Enough of we don't even know. Your grandmother piece of land. The last thing I'm going to say on that before I go into my other topic. Your grandmother piece of land and your grandfather piece of land. The kind of money that it is worth today. Because some of you are not looking to see how much it's worth. It's jaw-dropping. We never thought it could be worth that much. You never thought it could be worth that much. But it is. It is. Shakira showed me some pictures and videos yesterday, and I see the man sit down on him land. And now that the hurricane blow away all the bush and everything where they're around there, so you get to see clearly which part him house did that, because his house just looked like a big pile of garbage pile up. Because it mashed down completely. And he's sitting on the rubbles. And behind him, like literally, he can pick up one stone and fling it into the beach. Behind him, pristine, pretty beach. But them are going to move him. They're going to move him from right there because they're going to say too close to the beach. They're going to rezone the area. Remember, I know them now come just to take your land, just come off of this and take it. No, the hurricane just happened. They're going to tell a lot of these people that this place right here is not good. If we get hit by another category 5, you're going to experience the same thing again. We would like to move it to another location. All that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, SouFLo.
Yeah, family.
Oh.
Talk to me and don't hold me long. Don't hold me long.
The problem the Caribbean have, not even Jamaica alone.
Yeah.
Deed to the land. That's what the government goes after. The people that have no deed to these land. After the colonial ruling, a lot of these land was given without any paperwork. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So the government, all in is happening right now. The government go in to the files, and once you have no deed, this is your land which was given and sometimes passed on from generation to generation. Everybody comfortable. Right. So what the government is doing now is using that to obtain these land from lots of people because of the real estate value of the land, where these lands are. So a lot of the problem is the deed for the land. And like the brother, like you said, he educate himself, he get all the paper in proper. Even if his father didn't, he make sure he do. That is the same thing I'm doing in Guyana right now. My pop passed away, my mother passed away, and I end up paying the tax. And my little brother fighting up, you want land, you want this, but he don't pay the tax. For the past 7 years, I'm paying the tax on the land. I get all the deeds for the land. You see? Yeah. But from experience, some of these families get the land, they have no deed.
And they have no deed.
But it's family land. Because the colonial after they say, okay, you know what? Look, I'm giving you independence. They move off of some of these lands and leave some of these slaves and things on these lands.
But yeah, but this is and that's what we're saying is that they know that. So and because they know that, this is what they're going to use.
Right.
That's the reason why they were so slow handing out titles, and
right.
they only hand them out strategically, like around election time, to gain votes, right? But they get to control like how many people can get it and then who they stall long enough until something like this happen, a natural disaster, or they decide to
that's
rezone
like
an area.
right, like the New Orleans situation with the Asian descendants in New Orleans, which was giving those land, and now they had no deed, no click, and the government now taking back these lands from them.
Yeah.
You see?
Crystal,
yeah?
No, I was gonna read a comment. Wrap it up for me, bro.
All right. I deal listening.
All right, my brother.
Right.
Oh, this Trinidad, babe? Oh no, because he said in Guyana. Crystal G says, not everything is for everybody. Not everything is for everybody, because I don't like beachfront. You don't have to like it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. How are you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm fine. I typed in the comment section earlier regarding the different types of land ownership.
Right.
But I said I was at work. So
yeah, and I read it out loud.
I just want to share some information.
I said, and I read it out loud, and I said, thank you.
Yeah, but I was just going to share some information because I realized that a lot of persons do not know or have any idea how to get their titles. And what I realized that some people say we have been paying land tax for years and I haven't got my title. But what did they do? For example, there's a place called Geoland, and it's a public-private partnership with the government that you can go there to get your land title, start the process. So, for example, say you and your grandparents are dead. They may say that most times these people don't leave any will, they don't leave anything to give the land to the next generation. That's where you're going to go for administration. You're going to administer on the estate.
Okay, hold on, because what you're saying is very informative, and I'm losing what you're saying because I was honestly trying to answer business in. Could you start that over for me, please?
Okay, so I'm going to give an example, like say for your grandparents.
Yes.
Right? So say your grandfather's name is on the tax roll. He has no title because most of the land in Jamaica have no registered title. Right? So you're going to go the route of administration. They're going to administer on your grandfather's estate. So you know it goes down by right of survivorship. So it wouldn't be you, it would have to be his children who they administer.
Okay.
Right? And that's the route of administration.
What does that entail? What does the route of administration entail?
You will go to the court and the court will grant you the right to distribute the property. It's distributing the estate of the person who does not have a title. Okay. Not a title, they doesn't have a will.
Right.
Now, if your grandfather has a will, then they'll probate the will. So the court will now grant the right to the executor to distribute the estate as accordance to the will. Okay. So all of that is court process. Now, there's another way. Your grandfather could have given you a deed of gift. So your grandfather would say, I give to my grandson as an affection of my love, 1/4 acre of land, and describe it. So your grandfather would sign to say they're giving you the land, and you'll sign to say you're accepting the land.
Okay.
Then you will go to...
And that was a deed of gift?
Yes.
Okay.
You will go to the stamp office. There's one in Maypen for sure. And you'll stamp that within 30 days of the signing of it.
Okay.
If you do not, you're going to incur 100% penalty on the transfer tax.
So that would require your grandfather to be alive and had signed the paper with you and said, okay, got it.
Then you have sales agreement, and that explains itself. The person who has a facility and the person, they'll pay transfer tax and stamp duty, and it's saying 30 days apply, or else you incur 100% penalty on the taxes that you'll pay. That is the transfer tax.
Okay.
And the transfer tax is based on the value. Okay. Then you have something called facilities of title, or what older people call common law title.
Common law title.
And those were not. Yeah, you remember? I remember the oldest of the people talk about to say, oh, they have a common law title or an indenture. It was normally given by the PC banks. But if you go to Geoland and you have no root or title, and Geoland is, I know there's a Geoland in Mandeville. I'm not sure which other parishes have Geoland, but if you go there, they'll go the route of facilities of title, and then they'll use that to go to registered title. So what a lot of people need to do, they can always go to the National Land Agency. That's where the information is regarding your properties. And then they'll give you an advice on how you can go to get ownership for your property based on your situation. It does not mean that if you do not have any documentation, there isn't a route. So I'll advise people, instead of saying, I've been paying my tax for years, paying your taxes will not help you. Yes, it is a way, but we do not know, and I want to say we do not know how to go about it or register title. And then we're out there blaming a lot of people instead of educating ourselves. I said to you, go to the National Land Agency. They are very helpful. The customer service are very helpful once you tell them your situation, because everybody's situation is different. Instead of you going to like a lawyer, you can go to Geoland. Find out where the Geoland is in your area. Geoland, Geoland, Geoland.
Okay.
And because I've gone through them to get at least 3 titles.
Okay.
The Geoland also, the government provides a grant, and Geoland can speak to you about the grant. Personally, I did not take the grant. But if people believe that, oh, I need that extra help and they want to take the grant, and because when you take the grant, I think it binds you. Like, I think you can't sell your property. I don't remember the amount of years.
Okay, something like that.
But yes, but they give you a grant towards paying for the title. So once you go there, they'll do the surveys and everything. If you have your own survey, they will take it too. If you have proof of ownership, they will use your proof of ownership also.
One more thing. Somebody said, can you ask the caller, what if that will was burnt up in a fire and there is no proof that it was handed down, especially if no need to show proof? So if I'm guessing if a will was established, then it should be on record, right?
Not necessarily, because if you request a will and you have it, where on record would that be? And that's
wouldn't the government have a record of it?
No, because remember, will is a private thing, unless it was probated. Then the court will maybe have a record of that probated will. So remember, even if you have a will and it's not probated, it can't be binded until you probate it.
Okay, answer that question.
Yes, so it may have to go by the route of administration. And then also, okay, for example, your grandparents die and you leave a will and you don't, you're not administrating yet. There's a thing that you can do, it's called a declaration. It won't put you on as owner for the property. It will put you on as person possession for the property. However, you're going to need two persons who are over, I think maybe who have known the land for maybe over 30, 35 years to say, I know that Tom Jones gave the land to you and there's no other person who we know is claiming this said land.
Oh, wow.
That will only put you on as person in possession of the property, not owner of the property. So when you go to the National Land Agency, you will see Tom Jones Estate, SouFLo as a person in possession.
Okay.
So that will allow you to pay the taxes for the property, but you won't go on as owner. But if you want to go and get your title, there are private persons who do it, but there's also Geoland who will assist you too.
Okay.
So like the person, I think her name is Alan Breeze, who said, oh, we've been paying our taxes for years and you haven't gotten a title. Question, did you go and apply for a title?
I'm guessing they did. Because
so they go and apply for a title. Who did they apply through? Did they apply through a private lawyer? If it is, then go back to the lawyer and get your documents. Because it shouldn't take that long.
Okay, so hold up. It shouldn't take long to get a title? As in, there are different because I've heard, remember, everybody's situation is different, you know. Okay, true, but that's all I hear from people is that me apply for my title from how much years ago? No, me can't get it. So I mean,
exactly, but how long did they apply for? What? Okay, yes, sometimes when they ask them for certain proof and they cannot produce it, you can't just get up and give you a title because you say you're the owner for the property.
True, makes sense.
So that is another thing too, because if for example she's saying my grandfather died and left the land, who is applying for the title? Did you administrate on your grandfather's estate? So it might be that you're saying that we haven't gotten our title, but the process has to go through to your administrate on the grandfather's estate, then use that administration to apply for the title. It might be that you need to do a survey. So you were trying to do one thing, then you do the other thing instead of doing the administration and the survey running concurrently. It can be that you had a survey that is outdated and they may say you need to update your survey. So where is the process at? And if you believe that the lawyer that you gave it to is not doing a good job, then move it from that lawyer and go to another one. Or bring it to Geoland. I'm not saying that it doesn't take a while, but you have to start the process because everybody's situation is different. For example, if you buy a property today, right? And it has a registered title, you go and get it stamped. Literally, when you bring it to title's office, it should take you 1 day to do that transfer once everything is paid. However, that's not the situation with everybody.
Right.
So I'm going to say to people, go to the National Land Agency. Their customer service is very good. Go to Geoland and see what they say. Bring your information. If for example, the persons who may have lost their tax numbers, as they would say, or their tax papers, go to the land agency, tell them the name who should be on it, tell them who is a neighbor, and they will pick up your tax number, and you can start from there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. One more question for you, and I appreciate your time. How do you probate a will?
Normally, you go through the court, so you find a lawyer who knows how to do a probation, and they will do it. I'm not sure if you have. It also would depend if there is also minors on that will. So you know, once minors are on it, then the government is going to step in to protect the minors. But normally, a lawyer is able to do that.
Okay. And I'm guessing that your field of expertise is real estate.
I work at national land agency for 15 years before I moved into law in another country.
Okay. We appreciate you greatly, and thanks for all your information and educating.
Okay, well, have a good one.
All right, appreciate you. Have a good one. All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I figured that much. Yeah. So I was just trying to help as many people as I could, because once the live is done, the video is there, and then more people who are just cleaning up the house and letting SouFLoTV video play, they'll come across valuable information you can use. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. I just want to say with this title thing, even after doing all the paperwork and everything which we have done, it still took 18 months, and that's what they told us at the beginning. It's going to take you 18 months to get the title itself. So it's a lot, and I mean to go through.
Oh wow!
It's not as easy as some people. It's easier for a foreigner to get everything sorted out than someone in Jamaica, and the cost again is another thing.
And who did you go through? Did you go through Geoland?
No, I went through the land title and everything just the same. I didn't use any lawyer or anything like that.
So you went to
But it takes time, and they tell you it's 18 months after you pay the money for the title, 18 months to get it.
Okay.
So it's not that easy as people might look and say. If you have a lawyer sometime, even lawyer stole one of my cousin's money, he had to go through the whole thing all over again with somebody else. So you have to be careful who you're going through. I didn't go through any lawyer or anything. We did it ourselves.
Okay.
But it takes time.
It takes time.
But you have to get the land survey first.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a survey before, you have to make sure you have that too.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you. I saw enough to talk amongst ourselves and help educate each other, because some of this stuff sounds so daunting, and some people are so far behind that they're just discouraged. I think a lot of us are like so comfortable where we're at, especially those who are like me and those who are before me, who left Jamaica from God knows when, how long, right? And you haven't been back in how long, or you weren't looking in this direction until now, later on in life. And you start looking into what you need to do to get this done, and then it looked like, that looked like too much work for me. It just, and then the woman I tell her, say it took 18 months after this just to do this and get that. This is where you get together with each other and you share, you share your experiences and tell them, say, no, don't go with this one. You can go over here so and get it done. It took us 18 months, but we got it done and we did it ourselves. We didn't need no lawyer and all this extra stuff, whatever. So communicate with each other, continue to communicate with each other, continue to form this community where you uplift each other and share valuable information among each other. I mean, I love to talk about funny stuff here and joke and laugh and, them sitting there, but we also need to be on a page where sometimes we're talking about stuff that can actually help each other elevate, right? My lawyer in Jamaica was very knowledgeable about real estate. Denny's shouldn't take over a year. Once you prove your kin and have paperwork, should go through less than 3 months. Okay, I'm too corrupted because it's not like that in. All right. With that said, it's way after 12 o'clock. I wasn't even planning on going to 12 o'clock, but now we're here. We're going to cut it right here, and then we're going to pick up tomorrow where we left off right here. All right. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in this morning. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned for our live tomorrow morning, and we'll put out a notification early in the morning which will tell you when we're going live. More than likely, we're going to go live at 8:30 a.m. though. So tune in, and then we'll take off from there. All right? Walk good. Go with God, and I'll see you again. Oh, can't forget my grandparents. My granny, Miss Ruby, said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, him always said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare life. Knowing we're not God and we can bring tomorrow, come give to anybody. We can't even give it to ourselves, no matter how powerful we see ourselves or how much money we have or whatever. It's just you being in the graces of the Almighty that will take you to tomorrow if you are there. If it is God's will that tomorrow is gifted to you, then you'll be here tomorrow too. All right. So like my grandfather said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare life. Walk good. I'm out. Peace.